Honorable Tunde Do, pray for us.
Shall we pray? Father in heaven, we thank you because you are almighty. Thank you for giving us another day in this Halo Chamber. Thank you for Ekiti State Government. Thank you for Ekiti State House of Assembly. Thank you for Ekiti people in general. Father, we appreciate you. Be thou exalted in Jesus' name. Father, we are here again for our business of the day. Father, we commit everything we are going to do into your hand. Take absolute control in the name of Jesus. Any power that is not of God assigned against our activities, we bind you and cast you out in the name of Jesus. Father, at the end of today, let your name be glorified. Let our deliberations, our debate, our programs yield a fruitful end in the name of Jesus. Thank you because of answer. For in Jesus' name we pray.
Well, since our brother has gone that route, then Right Honorable Akim Jami will pray for us. Thank you. Our members should know that when you are to pray, you take the last stanza of our anthem to pray. Thank you. But I will, for religious balance.
Almighty Allah, we thank you this day. Pray that our deliberations today will be fruitful. Pray that our state will be peaceful. I pray that our deliberations, especially on budget 2026, will bring forth good fruit. In the name of Almighty Allah, we pray.
Amen. Thank you very much. Let me welcome all members to today's plenary session. I can see that all of us are glowing and radiating. You are all welcome to another deliberation. Because of our time, we will move quickly. And we are going to look at our point of order.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Honorable Femi Iwaju Akindele. I represent the entire celestial and terrestrial bodies of Report Environmental Constituencies. 1. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to take all to our rules and stand in order so that we will not commence today's sitting in breach of our own law. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to take us to Order 8, Rule 49. Order 8, Rule 49. Where where with your leave you can suspend any part of these any part of the rule, Speaker. I want to take us back to Order 7, Rule 40. Order 7, Rule 40.
Read Order 8, Rule 49 first.
With your leave, Mr. Speaker, no rule shall be suspended except by votes of two-thirds majority of members voting a quorum being present. No rule.
Which rule are we suspending?
Order 7, Rule 40, sub 9.
I don't have Order 7, Rule 40, sub 9.
Order 7, Rule 40 should be on page 20. Let me see.
Sub 7?
Sub 7.
I know there is no Order 40 Rule. Yeah, Rule 40, sub 7, sub 9. So you have 7 years?
Yes. Right, Honorable Speaker, in order for us to continue this sitting, having gotten or secured your permission to read this particular second order, that's Order 7, 40, sub 7. That Sergeant at Arms, that no member or visitor shall enter the chamber or the public gallery of the house with any type of walking stick, firearm, and any offensive or dangerous weapon. Right, Honorable Speaker, I want to seek your leave with your permission. You know that none of us prayed for accidents.
Yes. While you are reading, hold on, please. While you are reading that same order, can you also look at the miscellaneous provision of our order?
Right, Honorable Speaker, Zelen's provision is Order 17. Yes. Which of the rules, sir?
I know that in our miscellaneous, under certain circumstances, such steal could be allowed. And that is exactly... Well, I will go by Order 8. Sorry, you can only address me by point of order. We are yet to settle this point of order.
Yes.
All right. Honorable Femi, see it. Your order can cause confusion. Yes. Honorable Tunde Oke.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Dear colleagues, I'm Honorable Babatunde Oke, representing Ikere Constituency 1. To substantiate that particular point of order, of course, Honorable Femi Akindele is supposed to refer us to the walking stick, because I've looked around the chamber, there is no walking stick. So it needs to substantiate before we even go further. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. In this chamber, I cannot find any walking stick. So what has brought about that order?
Right, Honorable Speaker, thank you for giving me this second chance. I raised that order in order for it to be allowed. It won't be, the honorable in question will not be comfortable sitting or going in and out without such walking. That's why I'm raising this order. None of us prayed for it, and it won't
well, you have not mentioned an honorable member. Neither is that known to me.
Right,
but if you want to come in with your crutches,
yes.
If that is what you are telling me,
yes, that
you cannot stand
in.
That you cannot stand without a crutches today, I think we can stand down Order 7 based on Order 9. I mean Order 8. We can do that by our own standing order. So, but again, such request the request has not been made to allow who? Yourself or your partner. So, no.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. You are 100% correct for putting us through and setting the record straight. Speaker, I'm speaking as unsolicited honorable on behalf of Honorable Dele Ogunshakin, whose leg got broken.
Can you cry more than the belief? He's not complaining.
Right Honorable Speaker, one, all for one and one for all.
Umbutu.
All for one and one for all.
All right.
I'm aware and I know this much. Thank you.
Well, Honorable Dele Ogunshakin, will you need such assistance? All right. So on that note, we will stand down for now, but I think it's required 2/3 majority if we are to go by our, for us to be able to stand down that order, it requires 2/3 majority of the House. Well, this is when I will know if some people like Honorable Dele or some don't like him. It is now that I will know. And that is a motion based on that order 8 now, asking us to stand down order 7, rule 40, am I correct? Okay. So any seconder to that? Who is seconding the motion? It will die a natural death if nobody. Then the man from Omu to be your brother's keeper.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving the grace to support this motion. My name is Honorable Latif Oluola Kale, representing Ekiti East 2. I write to second the motion that order 8 will step down, achieving the usage of walking sticks for today's meeting.
Thank you. Only for Honorable Dele Ogunshakin alone. I don't want a situation where Topelonga will go out and bring his papa. All right, those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. So, Honorable Dele Ogunshakin, you are granted the leave of this House to use your walking stick, and then we must also empathize with you on the home accident. Will I call it? Where? Right Honorable Akim Jami will explain the domestic accident. And I know you, inside his bedroom. But your coming today has also shown the sacrifice that members of this House has always loved to make when it comes to the service to our dear state. And I know the reason why you are here today is because of deliberation on the budget, debate on budgets. You spoke with me yesterday that you want your voice to be heard, most especially because of your people that you are representing. I must appreciate you for this spirit and for this sacrifice. And I think even if it's for that alone, that order is granted expressly. So you can go ahead. So on that, I will want us to go through our votes and proceedings for Thursday, the 23rd day of October 2025. And I'm going to take us through. I hope Honorable Teju is not entering with any crush. All right. Page 1. Page 2. And page 3. It was a single item deliberation that day. Yes, Honorable Johnson Oyekola Bode Adeoye, member representing Ekiti West 2.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Meanwhile, media, can't we make use of our conference mics? What is stopping us from using it? Is there anything so special about it? We can use it here. That we're in the old chamber does not mean we cannot use our conference mic. Conference mic. Are you not packing it when we are in the our chamber? I think from the next sitting, bring in our conference mics. There is nothing stopping us. Yes, Honorable Oyekola, sorry for that. Please go ahead.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Please, those of us making us at the back, can we just stop that now?
I am Honorable Johnson Oyekola Ode Adeoye. I represent the good people of Ekiti West constituency too. I have a minor observation on page 2 under announcement. Item 1. The abbreviation of names for the immediate past clerk. I think it's not acceptable in this format. It's only one that can be abbreviated, not the entire two. Because Agbede is her surname in this instance. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Please, can you make the necessary correction? KT. What is KT? So, and I believe K stands for what? It can be Kayode. It can be Collins in K. So Kemisola should be, even you don't even know, you are looking at yourselves. Correct that. And T can be Timothy. I can see some of you are mentioning the name of your girlfriends. Well, thank you, Dad, for that. And in the absence of no further observation or correction, may I call on Honorable Tony Adaramodu to move the motion for the adoption of these documents.
Right, Speaker, dear colleagues, my name is Honorable Tony Kende Adaramodu. I hereby move that this should form the seventh.
The votes and proceedings.
The vote and proceedings for
Thursday.
For Thursday, October 23, 2025, as a working document for this honorable house.
Be adopted, Abi?
Yes, be adopted as
all
a
right,
working
thank you,
document
sir.
of this honorable house.
Yes, Honorable Babatunde Abiodun Fawekun.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues. I am Babatunde Abiodun Fawekun. I represent Idosi Constituency 1. I rise to second the motion as moved by Honorable Tony Adaramodu that this document is adopted as a working document of the House. So I second. Thank you.
Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Yes, Madam Clerk. Any message from the governor?
The capacity speaking speaker, there is no message from the state governor.
Any other announcements?
The Right Honorable Speaker, sir, there is no other announcements.
Any public petition?
No public petition, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Any matter of urgent public importance?
The capacity speaking speaker, there is no matter of urgent public petition, sir.
Any personal explanation?
The Right Honorable Speaker, there is no personal explanation.
Then in the absence of this, may I call on the leader of the House to take us through the order of the day.
Thank you, Right Honorable
Tọ́lá ìsan ṣòro
Speaker.
àwọn iṣẹ́ tó dá sílẹ̀ kó tó lọ.
Right Honorable Speaker, my dear colleagues, I want to welcome you to today's plenary. My name is Honorable Torilo Pwege. I represent the Southwest Constituency 2. As instructed by Mr. Speaker, the order of the day, there are 6 items. Items 1 is the motion calling for the confirmation of the appointment of Barrister Okoyemi Ezekiah Ajibola as the clerk, Ekiti State House of Assembly. Items 2 is the 2026 appropriation bill. Items 3 is a report of the Committee on Finance and Appropriation on the year 2025 supplementary budget. Items 4 is the report of the Committee on Public Petition on the request for the payment of retention fee for solar-powered street light awarded to Ayo Gapson International Limited. Items 5 is the report of the Committee on Public Petitions on the request of some communities for intervention in the provision of transformers, construction of roads and water drains. While the last item, which is item 6, is adjournment. There's no item 7 today.
Thank you very much. On that note, can you just take your motion on item 1?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. In view of the confirmation, I want to move a motion that this House admits Barrister Okoyemi Ezekiah Ajibola to be seen and to be heard. I so move.
Who is seconding? Yes, Honorable Tude, okay.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am Honorable Babatunde Oke, representing Ikere Constituency 1. I rise to second the motion as moved by the Leader of the House that Barrister Okoyemi Ezekiah Ajibola be admitted into the Hallowed Chamber for the purpose of his confirmation to be seen and to be heard. I so second.
And I put the question that those in favor that Barrister Okoyemi Ezekiah Ajibola be admitted into this Hallowed Chamber for the purpose of his screening and confirmation. Say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Second time, bring in Barrister Okoyemi Ezekiah Ajibola. Take a bow, you can't cross it. Sorry, move it. That's okay. Where is he? Nobody cross this red lane, the maze, without taking a bow. And such at a time, you that are supposed to enforce, you are the one even breaking it. Yes, where is he? Or do we call another person?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My dear colleagues, right before us this morning.
Who is that? Please go ahead.
Right before us here this morning is Okoyemi Ezekiah Ajibola Esquire. It stands as a shining symbol of diligence, intellect, and devotion to the noble ideas of the legal profession and public service. He was born on the 2nd of July, 1983 in Akure, Ondo State, into the humble and disciplined family of Mr. and Mrs. Ezekiah Ajibola of Otun, Ekiti, Moba local government area of Ekiti State. His life journey reflects an inspiring blend of determination, resilience, and purposeful pursuit of excellence. From his early education at Police Children's School, Akure, and Aquinas College, Akure, to his secondary school completion at Ekiti State Government College, Ado Ekiti, young Okoyemi demonstrated rare brilliance and character. His passion for the law led him to the University of Ado Ekiti, where he obtained both a diploma and bachelor's degree in law, graduating in 2008. He proceeded to the Nigerian Law School, Lagos campus, and was called to the bar on the 4th of October 2009, a day that marked the beginning of a fulfilling professional journey. His career path, marked by consistency and excellence, began during his National Youth Service at the Chambers of Ayodele Oluwaseun and Co. in Ilorin, Kwara State. Upon completion, he joined the firm of L.O. Ogundele and Co. Heritage Chambers in Ado Ekiti before answering the call to public service in October 2011, when he became a senior legislative counsel at the Ekiti State House of Assembly. Through hard work and unwavering professionalism, Okoyemi Ajibola rose through the ranks to become the Deputy Clerk Legal Matters. And by divine providence and merit, he was appointed the 8th substantive clerk of the Ekiti State House of Assembly, a testament to his integrity, competence, and visionary contributions to legislative excellence. A legislative draftsman of repute, Ajibola has provided invaluable legal and technical support to the Assembly through the drafting of bills, motions, and resolutions that have shaped the legislative landscape of Ekiti State. He has represented the Assembly at numerous national and international seminars and workshops on legislative drafting, constitutional reform, and governance, including engagement with National Assembly, PEL, and the African Parliamentary Resource Center. He has also served as a consultant to the Committee for the Review of Laws of Plateau State and remains a key member of the Law Review Committee of Ekiti State, where his expertise continues to strengthen the state's legal framework. Okoyemi Ajibola's professional affiliations reflect his dedication to excellence. He is a member of the Nigerian Institute of Management, an associate of the Institute of Chartered Mediators and Counselators, and an active member of the Nigerian Bar Association, where he has served in various leadership capacities, including Treasurer, Financial Secretary, Vice Chairman, and Chairman of the 2023 Law Week Committee of the MBA, Ikere Ekiti Branch. A man of quiet humility and exceptional intellect, Okoyemi Ajibola embodies the virtues of discipline, service, and faith. His commitment to justice and good governance, his outstanding drafting acumen, and his mentorship to younger professionals stand him out as a beacon of hope in Nigeria's legislative evolution. He is happily married to Mrs. Tosin Ajibola, and their union is blessed with lovely children. Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present to you a consummate legal mind, a dedicated public servant, a draftsman par excellence, and a loyal son of Ekiti State, Okoyemi Ezekiah Ajibola Esquire, LLB Ons, BL, LLM, MNI, AIC, MC.
Even DSTV. Thank you very much, the leader of the house. And I believe that Okoyemi Ajibola is a well-known administrator to us in this house. He has once served as a deputy clerk, as acting clerk, And he rose even from the ranks, through the ranks, to become the deputy clerk legal and a one-time acting clerk of this house. And all of us know that he has served this house diligently, even in various capacities, at least to some of us who have been here at least for a while now, particularly members of the Sixth Assembly who are here. You attest to the fact that Ajibola has always been a man of character, a man of integrity, humble, loyal, dedicated, committed. And that is the man that is standing before us. I am not sure there is any need for us to beat about the bush or just make a mountain out of a molehill. Well, maybe I will ask you, what is your name? Maybe he's the one standing or not. So can you tell us if you are the one? At least we should know.
Right Honorable Speaker, sir. My name is Opeyemi Ezekiah Ajibola, Esquire.
So it's the same person that we are referring to?
Yes, sir.
On that note, if at all I will allow anybody to say anything, maybe I will call on Honorable Awoniyi to say one or two things, and Honorable Abimbola Sholanke, and for obvious reasons. Yes.
The Right Honorable Speaker, sir. Distinguished honorable members of the House. I'm Honorable Jacob Adeyemi Awoniyi. I'm representing our constituency too. Based on what Mr. Speaker has said, based on what I know about him, a very cool-headed officer, highly dedicated, very assiduous, and is loaded with native intelligence. Mr. Speaker, I want other members to quickly support his confirmation as the clerk of this House.
Thank you very much. You have spoken about what we expect from a very refined administrator and a public servant of excellence. Since I came to this house, one of the staffs that will close very late, that and to those of us who are always love to call on Opeyemi Ezekiah that he should help you with any bill within the space of minutes, you have it. Ask him to prepare any report, you will have it. Ask for any law passed in this house. Within the space of 2 minutes, you will get it. Seest thou a man that is diligent in his business? It will appear before kings and not before mere men. Whatever we are seeing today is a result of commitment, dedication to service. Yes, Honorable Christian Abimbola, just because it's from your constituency. And that's why I'm calling you. Thank you. Because of people listening to us, you have to speak to Mike.
Honorable Speaker, distinguished parliamentarians, and our guests in this hallowed chamber this morning, I want to say a big thank you to Almighty God for today, for witnessing this day. And I want to thank God for the life of my brother, Mr. Opeyemi Ezekiah Ajibola, for attaining this greater height in his career. I want to say one or two things about him. When I first met him, I never knew he's from Otun Ekiti, and there was this document that we need to work on. The kind of speed that he took to do, to look at the document and, give me results actually amazes me. And his humility is something to write home about. Very humble, very dedicated, just like Mr. Speaker has rightly said. Very committed public servant. I pray that the sky will just be the beginning of the pedestal for you to climb in the name of Jesus. Continue to be yourself because reward of hard work is more hard work. And I know that you will not disappoint us. You will not disappoint Almighty God in this role. God will journey with you and help you to succeed in Jesus' name. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, distinguished colleagues, for this great opportunity.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, on that note, every further discussion, debate on this, put a close, and I will only call on the leader of the house to move the motion for the confirmation.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My dear colleagues, once again, I'm Honorable Tori Lokpege, and by the grace of God, I represent the good people and all the people of the Southwest Constituency too. Right Honorable Speaker, having heard from the representatives of our newly appointed clerk, I want to move the motion that Barrister Okweyemi Ezekiah Ajibola be confirmed as the clerk of the Ekiti State House of Assembly. I so move.
Yes, Honorable Tunde Oke, the seconder.
Thank you. Honorable Babatunde Oke, representing Ikere Constituency 1. I rise to second the motion as moved by the leader of the House that Barrister Okweyemi Ezekiah Ajibola be confirmed as the clerk of Ekiti State House of Assembly. I so second.
Thank you. I therefore put the question with Section 9, Sub 1 of the Ekiti State House of Assembly Service Commission law, that this house, those in favor that the appointment of Barrister Ajibola Ezekiah Okweyemi, be confirmed as the substantive clerk of this house, raise your hands. If you are in support, raise your hand. Sergeant Adam, can you count? Face front, Doba. Face front. Wakaso keni namai. 21. Well, by our law, I recount again. All right, 23 numbers. And I say, and those against, raise your hand. None. And the ayes have it. No, that is still not enough. That is still not enough. The ayes may have it. It may still not be the final answer. But the final answer is that, subject to that section, the Speaker of the House shall appoint, on the recommendation by the principal officers of the House, subject to ratification of the 2/3 majority. Therefore, I'll seek to be guided by the leader of the House. What is the 2/3 majority of 26 members of this House?
Right Honorable Speaker, dear colleagues, 2/3 majority of this House is 18 members.
18. And 23 people voted in favor of his confirmation.
Yes.
It's on that note that I declare that the appointment of Barrister Okpeyemi Esikaya Ajibola is hereby confirmed. You may now step forward. Madam, it is time for you to move and step aside. Thank you for working. Come. Step up, step up. Is your wife here? If your wife is around, the wife can come to stand beside you. Please, let's maintain decorum. Let's maintain decorum. And let me also use this medium to appreciate the presence of all the former clerks, starting with the immediate. And that is Mrs. Kemisola Titilope Agbede, and also his predecessors in office, Mr. Tola Eson. I also recognize the presence of Mr. Reverend Famoyegu, and also members of the commission, starting with the chairman, engineer, Honorable Kayode, Honorable Ajidara, Honorable David Taiwo, Honorable Folarishi, Honorable Bidemi Kulaye, and also all family members of the new clerk, now a new clerk, and all stars who are here, we recognize you. And we say congratulations to the new clerk. Before you take your seat, you need to now you can take the seat of a clerk. Now, leader of the house, for the clerk to perform his first official duty, can you take us through the next item? And it will interest us to know that the first official duty of the clerk has to do with what is required and needed in this house, Ekiti State, the budget of Ekiti State. Leader of the house.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. The next item on our order of the day is the 2026 Appropriation Bill.
There is nothing like fundamental observation. We are guided by order. If you have any order, you can raise your order. You raised it. You started it. Please, can we maintain decorum now? Thank you. Oh, is that the observation? That is very, very important. Very, very important. He was a member of this house. Even at that cost, a deputy chief whip, he should understand what that means. Thank you for that. Yes, leader of the house.
Yes, Right Honorable Speaker. The next item on our order of the day is 2026 Appropriation Bill.
Now, I think what we should do, we will debate, then the second reading will be done after debate. So I will call on the leader of the house to start the debate. And after that, we will follow it by our roll call. We will call you one after the other based on the roll call. Leader of the house.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, and my dear colleagues. Good morning once again. I'm Honorable Tolilo Kwege. I represent the Southwest Constituency 2. Mr. Speaker, I want this morning arise to lead the debate on the 2026 Appropriation Bill. This Appropriation Bill is christened Budget of Impactful Governance. This bill proposes a total expenditure of 415.57 billion, which represent not just figures on papers, but the hopes, expectations, and the shared dreams of Ekiti for a more prosperous and dignified living in the year coming 2026. Mr. Speaker, the 2026 budget, as presented by His Excellency, Governor Biodun Abayomi Banji, is built upon the solid foundation laid in previous years. It seeks to consolidate on the gains of the budget of sustainable impact of 2025 and also further drive the 6 pillars of this administration, which we all know very well: governance, youth development and job creation, human capital development, etc., etc. The proposed 415.57 billion budget is structured as follows. The recorded expenditure is 221.87 billion, and the capital expenditure is 193.7 billion, which forms 53% recurrent and 47% capital. This ratio demonstrates a commendable balance between maintaining the machinery of governance and pursuing fiscal development that touches lives directly. A major strength of this proposal, Mr. Speaker, lies in the reality, fiscal realism. The revenue projections are drawn from verifiable sources. If you look at the FAC allocation of 126.68 billion, you also look at VAT, 80.10, independent revenue, 45.45, external grants and capital receipts, about 119, and also an opening balance from projected opening balance from 2025 of 33.57 billion. When we compare this with the 2025 performance, where actual revenue as at August in 2025 stood at 274.7 billion. It means that as of August, we have gotten all the required revenue that we need to finance the 2025 budget. So as of August, we have attained 109% of the prorated estimate. Going by this, we need to acknowledge the government's remarkable fiscal discipline and improve efficiency in internally generated revenue, because they have shown from 2025 the ability to meet up with their projections for 2026. Ekiti, as for 5 consecutive quarters, we have ranked first in fiscal transparency in Nigeria. That alone tells us that this budget is not just window dressing. It is grounded in integrity and accountability. Mr. Speaker, the 2026 budget continues the governor's tradition of putting people first. Let me highlight some key points. Under the agriculture and food security sector, I'm aware that some roads in Ogoto Ekiti that we have lobbied and have been considered to be part of the elements of the 2026 budget in the agricultural department. And also some farm roads, also part of the considerations in Ministry of Agric. RAMP has provisions, Ministry of Agric has provisions directly for projects in my constituency. And apart from this, you have ongoing programs like the land clearing in so many places, tractorization, broiler and fish production, and also the popular Onje Ekiti initiative. Government is clearly attacking food insecurity from all angles, and this is crucial at a time when inflation and food prices remain a national headache. There are also other infrastructural considerations, dualizations, roads, not to mention a lot. Under human capital and youth development, there are ongoing recruitment of teachers, there are renovations of schools and health infrastructures. You have, I'm sure all my other colleagues will put a direction to that. But there are some fundamental observations that I would like to make and critical notes. While we are applauding the focus and the discipline of this budget as presented, we must, as legislators, perform our duty of critical evaluation. One, the capital component, though very robust, must not suffer delayed implementation. The House must insist on timely releases and quarterly reporting from MDAs to avoid carryover projects. We must improve on the schedules of our account of stewardship. Yes, we know little delays could have affected our schedule for this year because of the political window. But for 2026, it's important that all hands must be on desk to make sure that this budget is given timely consideration. And also, secondly, the 10 billion loan provision must be transparently managed. Any borrowing should be for capital projects, and it will be with measurable economic returns. Thirdly, given rising costs of living, there's a need to expand the social safety net. I mean, for the vulnerable groups, people with special needs and rural women. And lastly, the House must work with the executive to ensure that the gains of digitalization, which is at the forefront of the 7th Assembly agenda, like e-governance, e-voting, like we have introduced here, electronic payroll, and automated revenue collection, all these are fully integrated into MDA operations. We can see a whole lot of amount has been voted for capital assets on digitalization. So it's important that the House will work together with the executive to ensure that all these are achieved. And finally, as the governor rightly noted, the global economic outlook remains uncertain. Our monitoring committee must stay alert, all the committees, stay alert to any shock that may alter revenue inflow projections, any activities that we could have noticed from anywhere. So, Mr. Speaker, this budget of impactful governance reflects a deep understanding of our people's needs and the courage to sustain the gains of responsible leadership. Governor Yebanji has once again demonstrated that governance can both be visionary and accountable. What remains is our legislative partnership to ensure that every naira appropriated delivers tangible value to our citizens. Let me end with this, Mr. Speaker. As Ekiti sons and daughters, we know where rain started beating us. And we must also know where to seek shelter. This 2026 budget offers that shelter. The shelter in jobs, in roads, in schools, in hospitals, and paramountly in hope. I therefore urge my distinguished colleagues to give this appropriation bill a smooth passage after due scrutiny so that implementation can commence promptly by January 1st, 2026. Mr. Speaker, I so submit.
Yes, thank you, Leader of the House, for that insight and to the 2026 budget and your recommendations and the critical analysis of the policies which is expected of us by our standing order. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take us based on our roll call. Yes, I also need to mention that I received a message from the Deputy Speaker who informed me that she's indisposed. And that's a result, she will not be able to come. I got the same message from Honorable Bose Olowokere, who also said he's indisposed. So I'm going to call the next person after those two I've mentioned. Leader of the House has taken his turn. So I call on Honorable Ebenezer Oluwayomi Ayorinde.
Right, Honorable Speaker, esteemed colleagues, I am Honorable Yomi Ayorinde.
And what is your point of order? Yes, Order 12, to what effect? Yes.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Honorable Femi Olanrewaju Akindele. I represent the entire celestial and terrestrial bodies of Rep 1 of Constituency 1. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to rest on Order 12, Rule 96, subsection 4. With your leave, can I proceed?
Go ahead.
During debate on money bills.
Well, if what you are about to say,
all
I have told you, if it's you of alphabetical order.
Yes.
Yes. And don't also forget that the Speaker also exercises discretion. And why I am taking the principal officers first is because I have earlier mentioned that we will do it on the roll call. The roll call is also in alphabetical order, save that premium were placed on the principal officer first, and after the principal officers, you will know that it follows the alphabetical order. So I'm aware of Order 12, Rule 96, sub 4, very clearly. And again, the Speaker has ruled, and his decision cannot be reviewed by you. Please, Honorable Yomi Ayorinde, go ahead.
Maybe I should reintroduce myself before Celestial Order will arrest me again.
Unappointed whip will be the one to do that one.
Right, Honorable Speaker, esteemed colleagues, I am Honorable Yomi Ayorinde, and I represent Idosi Constituency 2. I rise this morning with profound optimism to make my contribution to the 2026 budget tagged Budget of Sustainable Impact. Mr. Speaker, going through the budget, one will realize it is not just a mere accounting exercise. It is a blueprint for the future of our dear state. It has a meticulously crafted plans to navigate the complexity of our time. It also have initiative to foster sustainable growth and ensure prosperity for all Ekiti people. Globally, we have witnessed persistent inflation, uncertainties, and shifting economic landscape. Also, nationally, we have felt the pinch of rising living costs as a direct consequence of the regulation of the downstream sector of our petroleum industry and floating of our national currency, the Naira. Yet, even amidst this headwind, Ekiti State has demonstrated remarkable resilience. We have seen our community come together under different state intervention programs. We have also seen our productive sector adapt adequately, and our spirit has remained unbroken. To me, Right Honorable Speaker, it is this unwavering resilience that formed the bedrock of the 2026 budget estimate before us. Right Honorable Speaker, esteemed colleagues, this budget is built upon some fundamental pillars like 1, economic stability and sustainable growth. I have seen in this budget an attempt to create an environment where business thrives, where jobs are plentiful, and where our wealth grow responsibly. The 12 billion naira and 3 billion naira proposal for Ministry of Agriculture and Ministry of Trade lend credence to this assertion. Number 2, social equity and human development. This budget has far-reaching proposal to invest in our people, ensuring access to quality education, affordable health care, and opportunity that improve the overall quality of our lives. The following ministry has reasonable proposals: health, education, work, and infrastructure. This is a testament to this belief. Number 3, Right Honorable Speaker, innovation and technology. This budget is tailored towards fostering a vibrant startup ecosystem and training our workforce in future-ready skill to ensure our state remain at the forefront of digital global economy. The sum of 1.6 billion has been proposed for this and is novel. Lastly, Right Honorable Speaker, fiscal prudence and future preparedness. When you assess this budget, the policy orientation of this budget, you will discover that it has potential to manage public finance with discipline and reduce debt burden, and also cater for unforeseen future challenges. Right Honorable Speaker and esteemed colleagues, with a recurrent to capital ratio of 53 to 47%, the 2026 look very bright for our dear state. I will want to join the leader of the House to also encourage an expeditious passage of this budget estimate. I thank you all for your attention.
Thank you very much, and thank you for that detailed debate on this budget. And while you are asking for expeditious passage, we must also encourage ourselves to scrutinize the budget very well, so that we can ensure that we have value for money in Ekiti State. So on that note, I move straight to Right Honorable Akeem Ayodiji Jamiu.
Right Honorable Speaker, great colleagues, I'm Right Honorable Akeem Jamiu. I represent the Irepodo Ifelodo Constituency 2. And my second representative, that is Irepodo 1, is
I'm sorry, sir.
Yes, sir.
You will continue, but yes, I need to also seek indulgence of Aliaja Miriam Ogunlade. The one I'm following was actually the one that you were not around, so I just got to see. But please allow Right Honorable Akeem Jamiu, then I'll take you after that. Thank you very much.
Thank
please
you, Mr. Speaker. I was trying to say that the Honorable representing Irepodo Ifelodo Constituency 1, he represents the celestial and terrestrial, but I represent the physical. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Talking about the 6 budget, it is a great improvement over the 2025 budget. If you have a budget that is 47% capital expenditure compared to 53 recurrent, then it is a progressive budget, because it means that infrastructure, which is the bedrock of any development in any state, is assured, and this is what this budget is pointing to. Well, that is generally speaking about the budget. We are still going to implement the budget. We still perform, and we are still going to interrogate. Now coming to my constituency, which is why I'm here, which is my people that I'm representing. Without their votes, I won't be standing here talking. So you can, Mr. Speaker, you can say I'm a bit selfish, but that is my job here. I have to look after my constituency. I've gone through the budget, and it is a mixed feeling for me. I want to commend the governor for at least following the lay down tradition, our tradition in Ekiti State of pre-budget village meetings. I can see that most of the requests of the communities are incorporated in the budget, and I will like to point out some of this. I'm happy to see that the contentious Ifaki-Eshure-Iyo Awo Road, which have been jinxed in the last 2-3 years, is now included, and I know that through the program of the 3rd anniversary, the road is part of the road that will be commissioned very soon. No, whose foundation will be laid just for takeoff.
Flag off.
Flag off, yes. It will be flagged off. It's part of the road that will be flagged off. And I hope that the contractor this time around is going to deliver. And I'm also happy that another road in my constituency, that is Awara-Ijeru Road, will also be flagged off, which is good. And the Ado-Iworoko-Ifaki Road, which has been completed, is also part of my constituency. The Iworoko Road is, I give kudos to the governor for that. Then the ring road, also, yes, this is, I'm also happy. And for the purpose of those who may not know, yes, the ring road, it traverses Iworoko Are Afao, which is my constituency. But the point here is that, yes, it's good, the ring road is good, but it does not directly affect these towns that we talk about. And that is why during the pre-village meeting, the pre-budget meeting, all the traditional rulers, all the leaders of the communities of Iworoko, Are, Afao,
Orun, Igbemo, Ilu Omoba, they agreed that the main road that directly connects them, that is the Iworuko, Afao, Are, Igbemo, Orun, Ilu Omoba road, that is, it's their priority and it should be included. But fortunately, I cannot find it here. But during budget defense, maybe I will interrogate more with the Ministry of Works, because that is the major demand of my people. And I'm sure I've applauded the governor for the ring road, which will also benefit this community, but not directly. Because that is the major road. The road I mentioned is the major road that link them, and the road has been abandoned. And I can tell you, Mr. Speaker, that it was due to my effort when I was Deputy Speaker that I made FEMA to repair that road from Iworuko to Igbemo. FEMA repaired that road because of my personal intervention, and it has been going from bad to worse, even almost cutting communities off. So I will still implore Mr. Governor, if the supplementary budget of 2026 can capture this road, I will implore, and I will, no, 2026 supplementary. This is 2026 budget. So the supplementary budget of 2026, I hope and I believe that we capture the road. But generally speaking, I want again to commend the governor for the structure of this budget. 47% of recurrent is a very good percentage of any budget. It means that infrastructure will be enhanced. And in this, I want my constituency to benefit. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Akim Ayodeji Jamiu, for that intervention and your insight. And I must also inform you, the door is still not closed to the areas you still want in the budget. All you need is to lobby the appropriate committee, Finance and Appropriation Committee. You can all lobby them to still include the rest in it. So, some people say lobby, but when you are lobbying, you do ganja. How do you lobby? All right, I now call on Honorable Alhaja Miriam Abimbola. Lobby princess, yes. Yes, that's the person you to lobby. Ogunlade, you're welcome.
Thank you, the Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleague. I stand up this morning to introduce myself as Honorable Alhaja Miriam Bimbola Ogunlade. I represent the good people of Emure constituency. This morning we are speaking on the 2026 budget. We are all aware that budget is a financial proposal or estimate of expenditure to be made. The Ekiti State 2026 budget is captioned the budget of impactful governance. The essence of the budget is for the government to improve where there are lapses observed. Wherever they observe any lapses, they will think around the corner on how to improve in such areas. The government is doing well in all sectors, especially education, health, infrastructure, and agriculture. But they still need to improve in other sectors to enable them get the 100% which they are already working towards. Excuse me. I will want to join my voice with others who have spoken to request for the expeditious passage of the budget, having it in mind that 2026 is just around the corner. Thank you, Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleague.
Thank you, Honorable Miriam Ogunlade, who also discussed the importance of budget and budgeting and our expectation. Thank you very much. On that note, I call on Honorable Johnson Oyekola Bode Adeoye.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleagues. I am Honorable Johnson Oyekola Bode Adeoye. I represent the good people of Ekiti West constituency 2. My contribution to the year 2026 appropriation bill will not be too much, but very brief. First, let me adopt in total the submission of Right Honorable Hakeem Jam. Recommendation for Mr. Governor, one on the performance of 2025 budget, and secondly, on this proposed 47% for capital expenditure. The budget of 2025 was named a budget of impactful growth. That of 2026 has been christened budget of impactful governance. And going back by what we have witnessed that resulted in the implementation of budget 2025. And as a matter of fact, Mr. Governor is still moving around since about 3 weeks ago, up to yesterday, commissioning projects, delivering infrastructure to Ekiti. And we all know infrastructure is the bedrock of any economy, particularly the sub-nationals, because these are critical infrastructures that we need to grow our economy, to connect with each other, to ease transportation of food and farm produce from the rural area to urban centers. Speaker, it is also commendable that Thank you, Leader. Yeah, Mr. Speaker, as I was saying, it is also commendable that in Ekiti State, in the last 2 budgets preceding this 2026 budget, has tried to downplay the dependence on external loan or grant, whether within the financial institution in the country or externally. This, as a matter of fact, has boosted the confidence of the people of the state in the government of the day. And we must admonish the leadership of our governor, His Excellency, Governor Abiodun Abayomi Oyebanji, to continue in this very right direction that we know we actualize the shared prosperity mantra of Mr. Governor. I must particularly, before I end this, my contribution to the debate on Budget 26, commend Mr. Governor for what he has given us as deliverables in my constituency. I don't know any other constituency who has gotten better than what we have gotten. All the major roles have been taken care of. The only one left is already in the coming budget. And in the health sector, Mr. Governor has done wonderfully well. Education sector is there. And the people of those communities showed their tremendous appreciation when Mr. Governor last visited. I want to also thank all members of this House for showing solidarity on that day, particularly the Right Honorable Speaker, as he was physically present. I appreciate her and I thank you. That's my contribution to the debate. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Johnson Yekola Bode Adoye. I will call on Honorable Babatunde, Honorable Oladele O Ogunshaki.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I am Oladele Ogushakin. I represent the good people of Ekiti East Constituency 1, which comprise of Isibode Ekiti and Omu Ekiti. Mr. Speaker, I would like to join my colleagues to contribute to these important sittings of the 7th Assembly members addressing the key components of Ekiti State proposed 2026 budget. It is essential for me to appreciate our wonderful working governor, whose transformative, innovative, and infrastructural development and inclusive governance have touched all communities in the entire Ekiti State and beyond. Permit me, Mr. Speaker, to once again appreciate His Excellency, the Governor of Ekiti State, Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji, a man ordained by God to reform Ekiti State, a man who has facilitated electricity to my community after 13 years of constant darkness. He said in his first year in office, he will restore light to Ekiti East local government. And just as he said in the Bible, when God said in the book of Genesis, "Let there be light," and light appeared. The same way Mr. Governor fulfilled his promise to my community by bringing light to replace our darkness. Bao administration also constructed a completed Isibode Ara Ikole Road that has remained unconstructed for decades. I have the hope that this construction feast will continue to extend to my community, largely my local government, and in this proposed 2026 budget. Having perused the proposed 2026 budget carefully, this administration also has the prayers of Ekiti's constituent in mind. In the budget, we have provision for rehabilitation of Omo Farm facility up to 60 million naira, renovation of block of 3 classroom at St. Andrew Nursery and Primary School, Iludofin, Omo Ekiti, about 13,912,299 naira, 90 kobo. Rehabilitation of one health center at Ekiti's local government, 7,750,000 naira. Construction of 2 hand dry well with pump at Ekiti's local government, about 12,500,000 naira. Provision of 100 stand of solar power street light at Ekiti's local government, about 10 million naira. Rehabilitation of 1 community town hall and civil center at Ekiti's local government, over 10 million naira. Procurement of teachers' furniture at Omo, about 65,961,000. Purchase of 42 sewing machines, 14 embroidery machines, 14 knitting machines, and 14 hair dryers at Ado and Ekiti East, to be shared within Ado and Ekiti East, about 10 million naira. Rehabilitation of 2 Monarch Palaces in Ekiti East. Construction of tourist monument in Efon, Okun, Ikere, Ise, and Omu Ekiti, about 40 million naira. Rehabilitation of market stores at Ekiti East.
Sorry, Honorable Ogujaki. Well, by order 12, Rule 96.3, it says during the second reading, the debate shall be confined to financial and economic state of the state and government financial policy. Detailed items in the estimate may not be debated on the second reading. You can just leave out all those details.
Thank you, Mr.
And
Speaker.
just speak on the policy issues.
Thank you, Mr. I'm about to conclude. In conclusion, I would like to reiterate one primary desire of my community, which is our utmost prayer. As Oliver Twist, we know the governor has actually tried for us, but there's one thing that is the prayer of Ekiti East in general, is our governor to also remember us by providing a tertiary institution of learning in our community, and this will remain historic and will be forever grateful. Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues, I want to enjoy the Honorable House to give the 2026 budget a compassionate review and an accelerated passing. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. That is a very good one. And on that note, I call the man also representing Ido C1, Honorable Babatunde Abiodun, to make his own contribution.
Thank you. Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I am Babatunde Abiodun Faweku. I represent Idosi Constituency 1. I'd like to lend my voice to debate on the budget proposal for 2026. As regards the budget has prioritized infrastructural development, agriculture, wealth creation, amongst so many things, which is to bring about healthy living amongst our citizenry. And as regards my constituency, Right Honorable Speaker, you know, I stood in this gallery, these chambers, to agitate for some physical projects in my constituencies, which I can tell you today that some of it has been included in the year 2026 budget proposal, which I would like to thank His Excellency the Governor of Ekiti State for finding my constituency worthy of ameliorating their suffering. In the budget, I know they say who brings water brings life. I know there are so many projects, motorized boreholes, hand pump boreholes, road, and there is a huge investment in agriculture. Fortunately for me, I chair the Committee on Agriculture and Food Security in this assembly, and I can say that there is huge investment in agriculture. And by doing that, Ekiti being an agrarian state, and for the governor and the government to have put such investment in agriculture, that means they want to explore the potentials of our youth and our people in general. Having seen this, because if you look at the budget, like my colleague from Irep-Bodu Ifelodu said earlier on, the Ifaki-Eshure Road is a road that cut across my constituency and also Irep-Bodu Ifelodu. While the Ido or Ifaki Road has been a road that I've always agitated for, and I can see it in the MTF, but I have not seen it in the body of the budget. But I know by the time the budget gets to the committee, we will do something as regards that. I thank you. God bless.
I also thank you too for doing a great job, and that is a lovely one. May I seek the indulgence of member to call on Honorable Oluwole Akanle, who is going to represent me now somewhere, and so he can speak. Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, for the privilege. My name is Honorable Lateef Oluwole Akanle, representing Ekiti East 2, where the sun rises. This afternoon, I want to adopt into the contribution of my colleague from Constituency 1 in Ekiti East local government. I just want to add to what he had just read to us, pertaining to the contributions of pertaining to the budget of 2026. In Ekiti East, Mr. Governor has taken care of Inter-Township Road. We want to appreciate him for this. A huge amount of money has been budgeted for Inter-Township Road that will take care of most of the communities that have been yearning for this development in their community. Then the industrial motor park at Tomokekiti has been captured in the budget. Apart from schools, rehabilitation of schools, rehabilitation of hospitals and health centers, and some other items which my colleague has listed in his own contribution. So we want to appreciate once again Mr. Governor for restoring light in Ekiti's local government, and we pray that the other ones that have been listed in the budget will be captured and initiated. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Lateef Oluwole Akanle. And that attention is being focused on Internship Road, and which is even in the last few days now, we all recall that about 9 roads have been commissioned, and we hope to get more in 2026. And I will call on Honorable Femi Olanrewaju Akindele, standing order man.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Honorable Femi Olanrewaju Akindele. I represent the entire celestial and terrestrial bodies of Report in Federal Constituency 1. Right Honorable Speaker, I want to first say that the appropriation bill is in tandem with what God wants celestially. If you go to the book of Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2, where this is written that I should write division, make it plain and run with it. That is what the governor has done. So in line with that, I'm very sure, I'm certain that God Almighty will make provisions for Ekiti State and for the governor to be able to achieve these lofty ideas that he has put in the papers. Right Honorable Speaker, let me say this. In the words of Barrister Iola Oladokun, the former deputy governor of Oyo State, he said, democracy is the sharing of what can never be enough. What can never be enough. And I want to leverage on that and go into the realm of the economists, where they say human wants are unlimited. And based on that, I want to say that there is no single appropriation bill by any man that can capture or solve or even attend to all our needs in a single year. It is on that note, Right Honorable Speaker, that I want to say that this budget is based on what the people of my constituency presented to the Mr. Governor. You recall that Mr. Governor went around, he traveled and traversed the state, calling for the submission of proposals. The kings and the community leaders presented their demands. I want to say in this budget, I've seen the road that links Igede to Ilawe is embedded in this budget. The road from Igede Awo down to Eshure is in this budget. Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I know and the state is not paying attention to tourism. I want to bring to the notice of this honorable house that Igede Ekiti, my hometown, where we call the city of water, that no water flows into Igede Ekiti, and that has been confirmed scientifically. And because of that, Osun State, Osun that has been celebrated in Osogbo, takes its roots from Igede Ekiti. Recently, the entire world came to Igede Ekiti to celebrate Osun festival, and it has been adopted by UNESCO. I want to say that this budget has made adequate provision for the continuous expansion and celebration, and even tourism activities around Osun River and Osun Source in Igede Ekiti. Coming to a Right Honorable Speaker, the SRK Vini is there, and the government has adequately made provision for tourism in this area. You know, and it's of a fact, that it's the only place where you have regular hiking in Ekiti State on a yearly basis is in Abanijorin Hill here, right in my constituency here. Last year, Minister for Tourism was there, and even the governor was there. The entire state, they were there last year, and they've made adequate provision for the continuity of this kind of project. That's what I'm saying. In the area of health, I want to bring to our notice that all the wards, all the health centers, health facilities in our world, because before this proposal was brought to the house, I personally lobbied the Commissioner for Health. I personally lobbied several people that the health facilities in our various communities, they deserve attention, and they have been made, provisions have been made for them. That's why, Mr. Speaker, I want to bring to the notice of this house that there is a water scheme in Ekiti. That water scheme has been discovered since the days of Western states. That water scheme has been given attention and has been given continuous attention in this budget provision. And it is on this note that can always wish and pray that God, that God will, in his evening message, will continue to provide for the state, so that the governor will be able to meet all his our aspirations and our requests from the state government. Thank you for this opportunity. God bless Ekiti State.
And thank you too, and thank you for also calling the attention of government to those, would I call them tourist attraction, or what we can also use for our water scheme in Ekiti State. So what is important is for us to look into this budget critically. How does it promote, particularly the 6-pillar agenda of this government, of this administration? And in what area is this budget or appropriation having effect on our constituencies, our constituents? And are there areas that we can still adjust so that it can meet the reality? So we should also look at those areas. Let's focus our attention on things that we want government to still. The budget is before us as the representative of the people to have the input of our people into the budget. Even though we are aware that the governor has actually moved around the entire state, taking notes and getting it. So what we should do now is to also consider if truly what is in this budget actually are part of the key priority areas of our people in the various communities. Does it align with the expectation of the people? And I think these are the areas we should also further focus on in our discussions. On that note, I call on Honorable Adeteju Okuyiga. Thank you very much.
The Right Honorable distinguished colleagues, my name is Adeteju Okuyiga, and I represent people of Moyi and Ayekiri constituency. Right Honorable Speaker, I rise this afternoon to talk about the proposed 2026 budget. Distinguished honorable members of the 7th Assembly, Right Honorable Speaker, I was privileged as a member of the State Budget Monitoring Committee to be part of the process that gave birth to this budget. As we are all aware, the size of the proposed budget bill is 415,572,070,139.44 kobo. And it comprises recurrent expenditure of 221,872,071,184 kobo, representing 53% of the total size. While capital expenditure is over 193 billion, representing about 47% of the total size of the revenue sources to finance Schedule 1 and 2, which is in line with the fiscal sustainability plan of the federal government. Right Honorable Speaker, if you allow me, I will highlight some of the proposed budget. Number one, it builds on the achievement attained through 2025 budget, which we can say that 2025 budget have performed to over 90%, according to the budget ministry. And it aligns with the shared prosperity mantra of the present administration as contained in the work plans of MDAs for the coming year. It will help the government complete the ongoing capital project, and it accommodates new projects that we have seen. We can say that it's all passing, because when I went through the bill, I could see that all the local governments and constituencies have touched no one is exempted. And we can say that our state is in for another impactful governance and leadership. Since the focus of the government is embodied in the 6 pillars, the proposed 2026 budget will also cater for infrastructure, the infrastructure development, social services, and welfare of the people, economic growth and job creation, education and health care, among others. It is of note, I want to note about health care that in my own constituency, the government has done well. Most of the health centers, facilities there has been listed to be upgraded and to be. I thanked our governor for being responsive and responsible concerning this. Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I wish to encourage all standing committees to critically scrutinize the proposed budget to ensure the attainment of a desired growth. I will rest my case. Your Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you for resting your case for now, because this case that you are resting will still be reopened at the committee level. And I believe that when it is open, you will look into all the details carefully, scrutinize every bit and every sections, and ensure that it aligns with the key priority areas of this government, most especially area of education, agriculture, health, delivery, and our tourism, very, very important, should be looked into. Let me call on Honorable Babatunde Lawrence Idowu. And after that, I will call on Honorable Demola Ojo. So get prepared after that.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Distinguished member of Ekiti State House of Assembly, I am Honorable Tunde Idowu. I represent Ikere Constituency 2. Mr. Speaker, I am also grateful to God to be privileged one of those that will speak to this proposed appropriation of 2026. Mr. Speaker, I want to confirm to you that the governor of Ekiti State and the Ekiti State government is a rewarder of performance. Going through the document before us, which is the 2026 proposed budget, tagged budget of sustainable impact. Mr. Speaker, the governor of Ekiti State has made impact in all the areas, pillars of this government in the last 3 years. Mr. Speaker, I want to confirm to you that if I have not been to any other area in my constituency, a lot of road project was commissioned. You witnessed some of it, Mr. Speaker. I can continue to mention roads, particularly in Ikere-Ekiti, that was built by the government of Mr. Abiodun Abayomi Oyebanji. So that will not, it will not be too much for me to say that tagging this proposed appropriation as a budget of sustainable impact is the right statement. Part has been made, and the governor is still proving to us that it's going to make impact in the years to come. We are aware, Mr. Speaker, as you said, that Mr. Governor was all over it. He has held town hall meetings with the people of Ekiti to make sure that their original demand was conveyed to him directly from their mouth. We are here, Mr. Speaker, to just corroborate and to make sure that the submission of our constituents and our constituency during the town hall meeting with Mr. Governor is actually what is written in the document before us. And Mr. Speaker, I will confirm to you that I've gone through the pages of this proposed appropriation document, and I want to say that all that was submitted, all that was enlisted by my constituency is already taken care of in the document. Mr. Speaker, when I wouldn't want to bore you with mentioning pages and numbers of projects, because I wouldn't like to arouse the envious spirits from my colleagues. Honorable Johnson Oyekola was actually boasting that there is no other constituency that can be better taken care of than his constituency. I don't want to believe that, Mr. Speaker, but all the same, I don't want to arouse envious spirit, because when I begin to open the number of roads, the number of agricultural development projects, the number of superb projects, the number of health projects that are in the health care sector, education sector, that are in my constituency, some people will not be able to sleep in the night. But all the same, Mr. Speaker, I want to say that we are having a good government in Ekiti State that needs to be sustained through the passage of this appropriation budget. Mr. Speaker, on this note, I want to say, with all I've said, nevertheless, there are some pages where township roads were mentioned, but I will take that up with the committee. My documents are already here. I cannot be reading what I've prepared here, but I will submit to the appropriate committee when the time comes. Some areas where the road projects were mentioned, township road in Ikere Ekiti, but there was no figure, no money. There was no money put in there, so I will take that up with the committee. Mr. Speaker, I want to also support the earlier submission of my colleagues that the budget should be given an expeditious passage. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Well, your rivalry is good if it's a very healthy rivalry. So it's a very good one if there's competition. But I will also employ us, let's talk within this issue of budget 2026. Honorable Demola Martins Ojo.
Right, Honorable Speaker, sir, dear colleagues, my name is Honorable Ademola Martins Ojo. I represent the good and the bad people of Ijero constituency, the largest constituency. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving me the floor. I'm here this afternoon to speak on 2026 budget of impactful and sustainable. I have searched and read through the budget proposal. I can see a lot of work being proposed in my own constituency. As you are aware that Ijero is one of biggest town in Ekiti State and shares boundary with so many local governments like Ekiti West. I can see that the road from Itaure, Okemesi, Ikoro, it has been captured. And I want to seek the appropriation committee to please let us see how we can extend this thing down to Ijero Township Road. I think I will see them on that also. Also, if you go through Irekodun, Ifelodun local government, as Right Honorable Damiu said, our Ijero is also captured in this budget. That is about 15 kilos. Our Excellency on that. Also, if you go on Earth, Mr. Governor has also handpicked about so many health center my constituency. I will just mention just two. The perimeter fencing of basic health center Temidire, which is also under my constituency, is in the budget. Also, the renovation of veterinary hospital is also a good one, because I believe some of us have a pet in our house that we are taking care of. Mr. Governor also has done well by giving us some schools to be renovated in Ijero. Also, in the areas of the agriculture, I would say that we are in the era of the agriculture, that we cannot live without food. And give us renovation of Fadama office and storage facility in my constituency. And I believe some of us can testify to this Fadama, what they have done for us in the last year. That is 2025. So I thank Mr. Governor on that. There is one particular town in my constituency that also want to lobby from the committee, Oduowa. Oduowa, the road network there is out of use. So I want that one also to be noted. Also, the tree planting erosion that we planting around the communities. One of the time in my community, in my constituency also benefit, that is Oduowa town. So, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Are they repeating that in this 2026 project?
Yes.
Okay.
It's there to be taken care of. So, I appreciate you for giving me the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Martin Sademola Ojo. And to my colleagues, and I think we should also let us, to me, can we leave Mr. Governor out of this discussion? And let us just talk on this budget. Yes, because at this juncture I have to also come into it. This document is prepared by all of us. You, as a person, as the representative of the people, can we talk about your expectation of this document? And what, when it is passed, what you also expect from executive, who will be the one to implement what is in this document. So let us focus too much. Because why I have to say this, I know a lot of us who have spoken earlier, who have spoken about Mr. Governor. Let's talk about the budget, Ekiti people, how this budget will benefit Ekiti people. More. Let's talk more on that. Thank you very much. Yes, I call on Honorable Kehinde and Tony Adaramodu.
Right, Honorable Speaker. My name is Honorable Tony Kehinde Adaramodu, representing the good people of Ekiti Southwest Constituency 1. Dear colleagues, after carefully studying the budget, I noticed that critical sectors was highly forced by the governor. The aspects include agriculture, health, infrastructure, and security. I can tell you that this year budget performed exceedingly well. We should hope for better performance come 2026. I will equally solicit an appeal to the governor that the township road in my town should be.
And lobby the appropriation committee to help you if there are areas you still want them not in the budget. That is why you have the chairman appropriation. Go and meet your community leaders. Let them come and see the chairman appropriation committee who can still do the magic. She can even turn the entire budget of the state to your community.
I will appreciate that.
And the house, by the time you lobby her, and the house can decide to approve that, so that all the 400 billion in the budget can be expended on Ilawe alone. But I think what you need now at this time is no longer Mr. Governor. The ball is in your court here in the House of Assembly. Mr. Governor has prepared his own budget. He has presented it to the House. It's for the House now to look into it, scrutinize, make a necessary adjustment where necessary, and approved. Whatever you approve is what you are taking back to Mr. Governor for assent. And that becomes the law of the state. So if there is any lobby you need now, is the chairman and members of finance and appropriation, or the entire member of the House, because at the end of the day, even by the time they are done with their job, they come back to the committee of the whole House. Whatever they have done. But I don't think now focus should be on Mr. Governor anymore. Focus should not be on this evil House. So you are looking at this budget and you observe there are gaps in your constituency that has not been captured. You can mention that to us. In this debate, to say, in my constituencies, there are areas that I will still want because of its economic viability. How it's going to help your people. I think those are the areas now we should be focusing. Let's forget Mr. Governor on this now and focus on this budget critically. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I will surely meet with the chairman, and she's my person. And no, she's my person. Definitely, I will meet, and something good will come out from her. On this note, Mr. Speaker, I will solicit the effort of my colleagues for quick passage of this appropriation bill.
Thank you very much for this quick passage of this bill. And again, may I say that it's important for us, particularly all the chairmen of committee, which I know all of us, we are all, we chair one committee or the other. Our focus should even be, again, the committee you are chairing, beyond your constituency, your areas that you are chairing. For example, chairman House Committee on Education, you will be more concerned about what is happening in education. Are there areas during your last oversight? What are the things that you have discovered that you think they should be in this budget that is not there? Or is the budget of that committee performing or not? I think these are the areas we should look at, because sometimes it's not just to give out figures. Are those committee, MDAs, are they assessing even this budget? Is there any performance that is the budget performing? Because those are the things that at the end of the day that we'll be looking into. So let us discuss in line with the MDAs under us and your constituencies, and how this budget will benefit the people of Ekiti State. Yes, I call on Honorable Ayodeji Adeyinka Adegbite. You should have put Prince, Honorable Prince Ayodeji Adeyinka Adegbite.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, my distinguished colleagues. I rise this morning to lend my voice.
This is now afternoon, sir.
Okay, sorry. I rise this afternoon to talk about the 2026 proposed budget.
I can understand you better. 6 hours minus now, you're still in the morning.
Creating the budget of impactful governance. I commend the foresight of the executive in presenting a well-structured 2026 proposed budget that builds on the solid achievements of the 2025 fiscal year. This proposed budget aligns with the shared prosperity mantra of this administration, reflecting a collective aspiration captured in the work plans of our years. Importantly, this upholds the 6 pillars of development of this administration, focusing on infrastructure, social welfare, economic growth, job creation, education, and healthcare. So particularly in Ado-Ekiti, we see this vision in action through key allocations, such as the establishment of new schools to address overstretched classrooms and improve access to quality education. We can all recollect sometime last year where we had an issue with one of the schools. It was so difficult to get our children into different schools. We now started having over 40, 45 to 50 students in one classroom. So this is highly commended. Also, the rehabilitation of NOD, Taiku, Igirigiri, Omishanjano, Benfolani Road. These roads are going to cut off the traffic in the main city. There's also one Wonder City Afar Road to Poli Road, which reduces travel time significantly to Iworoko. We also commend the rehabilitation of public buildings, which will improve service delivery and preserve all government assets. There is also a construction of a model mechanic and artisan village along Ikere Road, which is strategic. It's a strategic step to empower our youth and organize the informal sector. Mr. Speaker, my colleagues, these are not mere figures. They are practical steps toward prosperity, progress, and inclusive growth. I therefore urge this Honorable House to give its full support to the 2026 budget for the continued transformation of Ado-Ekiti, where we all reside, and Ekiti State at large. I so submit.
Thank you for submitting. And your submissions are well noted. Appropriation Committee taking notes, and the Committee of the House will also look into it. On that note, I call on Honorable Karim Agumbiade.
Right, Honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Karim Agumbiade, a member representing Ekiti West Constituency 1. Mr. Speaker, first and foremost, I want to appreciate Mr. Governor for his leadership. You know, Mr. Governor is from a constituency.
It is understandable. At least he's from your constituency. So,
yes.
And he must have put so many things in this budget in your constituency. So I understand your appreciation. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Then I want to confirm to you that the last budget, which is the budget of sustainable impact, Mr. Governor, who hailed from my constituency, did a lot of things there. And I believe that this government is our administration. And I believe the 2026 budget will make impactful governance in Ekiti State, most especially in my constituency. Mr. Speaker, I've read 2026 budget from cover to cover, and I discover it is all about the development of Ekiti State. And I really appreciate that. If I wanted to mention numbers of projects executed in my constituency, we cannot leave this place on time. And I believe that we still need to do more. That is why I wanted to appeal to the Appropriation Committee. We still have some things to executed in my constituency, most especially some of the township road, especially in Aramoko and Irio. It is very unfortunate that we don't have more state road across Aramoko and Irio. Our road is all federal road. And the only one that we have in Aramoko is the road from Aramoko down to Virginia. And it is well fixed. Mr. Speaker, I will appeal to the Appropriation Committee in the next, maybe next budget, or if there's anything that they can do on this present one. I will appeal to them. They should consider Aramoko and Erio Township Road because we don't have a good road in Aramoko Township and Erio. And if there's any way we can call the attention of the local government chairmen for them to take over their responsibility, it is their duty to rehabilitate or reconstruction of a local government road. All these township roads we are mentioning are local government roads. If there's need to call the attention to it, it will be more appreciated. Then I will appeal or I will urge all members, because this budget is my budget, then I will ask, I will seek for accelerated passage. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Karim Agumbade. And let me just move straight, without wasting time now, to Honorable Jacob Adeyemi Awoniyi.
The Right Honorable Speaker, sir, distinguished honorable members of the House, I am Honorable Jacob Adeyemi Awoniyi. I'm representing Member Constituency 2. Mr. Speaker, sir, going through this budget proposal, the 2026 budget proposal, really the budget is really an impactful, is a budget of impactful governance, where 47% of the budget size is dedicated to capital projects. And the concomitance of that, Mr. Speaker, is that there will be infrastructural development around Ekiti State. I want to say, Mr. Speaker, while going through the medium-term sectoral strategy document, I discovered that the road linking Otun, Erimope, and Oduawa in Kwara State was mentioned for 2026. The same thing, Otun, Igogo, Ikun, Kwara border was also mentioned. But the actual budget has not captured the two roads, the roads mentioned. I will also want to find my way to the Appropriation Committee to lobby, as suggested by Mr. Speaker, that these two roads should be included in the 2026 budget. Mr. Speaker, I want to talk briefly on the two roads mentioned. The one linking Erimope and Oduawa. The other one linking Ikun and Etan in Kwara State, Ikun and Obo Ayegunle in Kwara State. These roads, because of the terrible nature of the road, and that is where this terrible set of people, the kidnappers, always hide to perpetrate their evil job. And if this road is constructed, definitely it will put an end the invasion of this set of people, Mr. Speaker. And apart from that, sir, Erimope Township Road, which was mentioned during the community meeting with Mr. Governor, has not been captured. I will also visit the Appropriation Committee to see what they can do. The road linking Igogo Ekiti to Ayetoro, Igogo to Ahayioja have not been captured in the budget. I will also visit the appropriate committee to see whether that can also be included. And on education, there is a particular school in my town, Mr. Speaker. Much has been said and done, especially in the area of renovation and construction of schools. But there's a particular school in Erimope that has been conspicuously, I don't want to say omitted, but that has not been touched, and that is LA Primary School, Erimope. As I'm speaking, there is only one block of a block of 3 classrooms, and that block of 3 classrooms is linking very profusely. So I will also want the Appropriation Committee to maybe during the course of reordering, if there's opportunity for that, so that that school can also be captured. And finally, Mr. Speaker, I will suggest and I will appeal to honorable members of this House to thoroughly scrutinize this budget and give it a speedy passage. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Much Honorable Jacob Adeyemi Adeniyi for your submission and contribution. So, on that note, I call Honorable Femi Fatula.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Distinguished colleagues, my name is Femi Fatula. I represent the good people of Ikole Constituency 1. Mr. Speaker, let me also join my colleagues in appreciating Mr. Governor for this budget, third budget of impactful governance. It's a budget well packaged. However, Mr. Speaker, I just want to go straight to the point. Going through this budget, sir, I noticed Ikole Township Road is captured. But I want to say, allocating fee is one step. Funding is another step. I just want to plead to the MDAs, most especially Ministry of Works, that they should give this road priority. They should make it a priority to fix this road. I want to also speak about the major problem we're having in the Ikole local government in my constituency. That is the road linking Ikole, Ijesha-Ishu, and Ilumoba. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Governor was in Ikole on Friday.
Is that not a federal road?
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Governor emphasized that the road will be fixed. But I want to say that the road is not captured in this budget. Maybe I will also see the committee in charge to let them know that that road is important.
Mr. Governor said the road will be fixed.
Yes, sir.
But he never said either by the state government or by the federal government. So that statement is what you first of all scrutinize.
Yes.
The road will be fixed, may likely by the federal government. So it's for you now to look for how to fill in that gap so that you will know where to go. Because if you say you see the appropriation committee knows that that road is a federal road and it might not be captured in our budget. I think what we should do, sir, the two of us now, because the same road leads to my constituency also, is for us now to see the governor to also confirm. Okay. You have said this road will be fixed. Is it going to be by the state so that we can quickly look into the appropriation 2026 so that we can insert it, or are there ongoing discussion with the federal government? And I know that very soon you are going to host the Engineering Association of Nigeria, that the Minister of Works is also coming, so that we can also discuss with Minister of Works that one of the roads he should fix is that same road. So let us look at that.
I think that is the reason why I'm raising it here, sir.
All right.
I think solution will come with what you have just said. Then I want to also join people to say they should give this budget a speedy passage. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Femi Fatula, for that wonderful and beautiful submission, particularly looking for how this budget can also ameliorate or even remove in totality the condition of our people plying the road between Ikole and Ijesha-Ishu, and even up to Ayedun, Ayebode, and maybe to Ekiti East. Then, I think I will now call on Ewumbeloko Longe, Honorable Tokwe, Ademola Longe.
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished parliamentarians, my name is Longe Ademola. I represent the good people of Oye Constituency 1, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise before you this morning with very profound respect and absolute humility, Mr. Speaker, to contribute to the debate on the budget proposals of 2026, which has been christened the budget of impactful governance. Right Honorable Speaker, it is one thing for the government to make a budget, to propose a budget. Another thing for the budget to be impactful, Mr. Speaker. Governance is one thing. The impact of the budget on governance is another thing. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to say emphatically that this budget, having gone through the proposals of this budget, I make bold to say that this budget is actually one that has been tailored towards alleviating the sufferings of the people of Ekiti. This budget has captured the essence of the desires and the aspirations of Ekiti people. Mr. Speaker, particularly, I rise this morning to speak the minds and hearts of the people of my constituency that I represent in this assembly, the people that were magnanimous to give me their mandate, the good people of Oye Constituency 1. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I want to say this morning, with total respect to you, Mr. Speaker, that this budget has captured the essence and the yearnings and the aspiration of my people in Oye Constituency 1. Specifically, the renovation of the General Hospital Oye, which I tried as much as possible to lobby for help, Mr. Governor, and everybody that has something to do with this budget. I've spoken to them severally. I've lobbied my people to come and meet them individually and collectively. And Mr. Speaker, it gladdens my heart to say that this project has now been captured in budget proposals of 2026. Mr. Speaker,
you have lobbied Mr. Governor, Finance, and the rest of them, and you refuse to lobby this house. We will remove it from this budget.
Mr. Speaker, permit me to also say that the other projects that have been captured in my constituency, specifically in Oye town, where I come from, is the Oye-Are Road, the completion of Are Road, Mr. Speaker. This Oye being handled by under the ramp, rural access to agricultural projects has been awarded by this government, and I want to commend the governor for also deeming it fit to put money, to allocate money. Almost R1 billion has been allocated in this budget for that particular road. My people of Oye Constituency 1, specifically people of my town, have yearned and desired to have this road completed in record time. Mr. Speaker, as I speak to you, the contractor has moved back to the site and the work is going on, and I know that very soon work will be completed since funds have been magnanimously allocated to that road by Mr. Governor. Mr. Speaker, other projects that have been allocated, the money has been allocated to from in my constituency, and specifically in Oye Town, includes the completion of Oye Water Scheme. A lot of agricultural projects have also been budgeted, budget proposals. We also have teachers' furniture in Oye. We have several solar and motorized water projects. We also have other projects like motorized boreholes that have been supposed to be drilled in several of our communities and in my constituency. Mr. Speaker, the Bible in the book of Matthew, chapter number 6, admonishes us that we should be wary of vain repetitions, that the Bible calls it that tunwe asan. Save for that, we can go on and on to say that all what my colleagues have spoken about here concerning this budget, we will have just said that we adopt it in total. But Mr. Speaker, as Oliver Twist, some of the projects that I want to be included in this budget, that my people have expressed serious desires that they want in this budget, I will read them out now. And with your kind permission, Mr. Speaker, I will want the honorable member representing Bonyi, that's the chairman of Appropriation and Finance and Appropriation Committee, to listen to me attentively, that these are the projects that I want to lobby for my people. And these projects are one, we want an ultra-modern bus terminal in my town. The people of Oye Constituency 1, and specifically the people of my town, they have the strong desire to have an ultra-modern bus terminal in my town. And why? Oye Ekiti now have a student population of 62,000 students in Oye. We have a growing student population of 62,000 students in Oye. And if you pass through Oye now, Mr. Speaker,
if I may ask you,
yes.
Mr. Governor was in the 3 Central districts.
Yes.
Asking for key priority projects.
Yes.
In the delivery by your constituency and your community, were this part of their demands?
Yes, sir.
All right. We will consider that. We will call for those requests made to be sure that they are part of what you are mentioning.
Yes, sir.
And then we can take it off from there.
Yes, sir.
Because we cannot just come now when we have the opportunity to also speak to it and nothing is happening. Even though you are not out of order,
yes, sir.
This is Parliament where you can still canvass for your people.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Speaker, again, to use your word, I am now canvassing for the Irare quarters drainage. Number 2, Afuremu Culvert, and also Obaleshe Bridge in Oye Town. Mr. Speaker, with profound respect, I will appreciate if some of these projects can also be looked into magnanimously and also considered in my town. Without belaboring issues again, Mr. Speaker, I'll join my distinguished colleagues who have spoken so much about this budget that we should not only give it an expeditious approval, scrutiny, but we also make it as dispassionate as possible. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. God bless you.
Well, thank you very much for your contribution and for whatever you are. But like I said, and I'll keep repeating that, when you ask for accelerated passage, don't also forget that we must also comply with best practices, especially do the necessary job on this, scrutinize it. And again, for sifters, you will know that we have 8 weeks, mandatory 8 weeks, within which that we will look into this budget. We cannot pass this budget unless we want to breach that. At least you have 8-week window for us from the day it was presented for us to look into this big critically. And that 8 weeks is for us to do a good job of scrutinizing, of looking into everything, ensure that it actually meets the priority areas of this vision of Mr. Governor and also meet the aspiration of the people. So, where the expeditious passage that all of us are asking for can only come after 8 weeks, that we must have done a great job. And I believe that this is one of the jobs for us to debate, but beyond this is even you taking it to your, calling on all the MDAs, particularly under you, to come and defend, because this budget must be defended. And that is why sometimes I look at us when we are the one defending the budget already. I don't know what you are defending. I'm sorry. Let them come and defend the budget. It is after their defense then they can now say, yes, I have done a great job. Then I can now begin to speak to this budget that I haven't done the right thing. I have a ministry. This is what they have done. And these are the area of interventions. These are the things that we have observed. So I still don't agree with you that you should be defending this budget that has not been defended. Thank you very much. So on that note, I call on Honorable Idowu Sunday Odebumi.
Thank you, Capacity Speaking Speaker of the State House of Assembly. Colleagues, my name is Honorable Idowu Odebumi, representing the good people of Oye Constituency 2. Mr. Speaker, let me first of all appreciate you for your leadership, acumen, dexterity, transparency, accountability, and for giving Ekiti State House of Assembly a befitting face in character and even physical in terms of projects ongoing. We want to appreciate you. History will be kind to you. Mr. Speaker, what we fail to appreciate, we surely depreciate.
I take what you have said because, fortunately enough, I'm not the chairman, House Committee on Finance and Appropriation, even though I'm the chairman of the committee on, what do you call it now? Not Committee of the House. What do you call it again? Committee of Supply. So, I don't know whether your message is drawing back to the Committee of Supply so that when you are bringing it, we can approve it. But I must also say, thank you all members for your commitment and sacrifice. Please go ahead.
Thank you. My statement is just looking at the back, just to appreciate you for all what you are doing for Ekiti State House of Assembly, especially when the righteous man rules, the people rejoice. I can see what people are saying inside there yesterday, after the pronouncement of our newly formed Speaker of the House. Sorry. Mr. Speaker, I want to appreciate Mr. Governor, because whatever we fail to appreciate, we surely depreciate. A few weeks ago, I could remember last year, during the town hall engagement of Mr. Governor, my community, we made bold to request from Mr. Governor the completion of the project started by His Excellency Dr. John Kayode Fayemi. That's Itapa Omu Ijelu Road. And Mr. through his love for his people, embark on the project, ask the contractor to continue the project. A few weeks ago, Mr. Speaker and my colleague joined me to welcome Mr. Governor and His Excellency Dr. John Kayode Fayemi to my community for the commission of the first phase of the road, the quality road, and the road has opened the community to more agrarian businesses, and it has expanded us for more opportunity. Mr. Speaker, I want to appreciate Mr. Governor for that. Also, I want to appreciate Mr. Governor through the MDAs. Some of the projects being captured by in 2026 budget that I have lobbied for the good people of my constituency. Such projects are continuation of construction and extension of phase 2 of Itapa, Ijelu, Omu Road, and it has been extended now to Itapaji. Also, construction of Ire Afao Road, which we also open that place to connect with the ring road being constructed by Mr. Governor. Also, the purchase of ambulance for the newly upgraded and rehabilitated, well-equipped Ilupeju Itapa General Hospital. Mr. Speaker, I also want to thank Mr. Governor through MDAs for the construction of, for inputting the construction of education, for the construction of classroom in St. Andrew Nursery and Primary School, Omodo. Mr. Speaker, you could recall that last year during the rainstorm, I raised an observation concerning St. Andrew Primary School, Omodo in Omo-Ekiti, concerning that specific school, how the rainstorm blown off the roof and also destroyed the building. Mr. Speaker, I can see that it has been captured in 2026 budget, the renovation of schools in Ekiti State, which I believe through the Committee on Budget, they are going to look into it and make sure that SUBEB capture that school for the sake of the value that we have for education. Mr. Speaker, also the construction of St. Andrew block of classroom in St. Andrew, Osi-Ekiti, renovation of Ire Baptist Nursery and Primary School, renovation of CSC Nursery and Primary School, Itapa, Ekiti, the renovation of St. John Nursery and Primary School, Ire, Ekiti. Also, in terms of security, the fencing of Methodist Nursery and Primary School, Itapa, Ekiti, fencing of AUD Nursery and Primary School, Ire, Ekiti. All these are the projects captured that I've lobbied for by myself and being captured by MDAs for 2026 budget. Also, Mr. Speaker, I would also like to commend Mr. Governor.
Know that you have captured it. Don't also forget that those projects you have mentioned are under one MDAs that you may not likely be the chairman of the House advising, oversighting that same MDA.
Mr. Speaker.
So you still need to also lobby your colleagues who are the chairman of those committees oversighting them so that they can assist you. It's very, very important.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Then how does this actually affect your people? Are you saying, you see, there are times that you might have a project. I am sorry to mention this, that each time I am going to KMSC, there is a particular project I normally see from between Itaure and That project was commissioned. Even though it was a project, commissioned, but it served no purpose. It served no purpose. So all of these are the things we should look at, that when we are discussing about this project, what is the purpose that some of these projects also serve? We must look for projects that will add more values. And I think it's
appropriation. So I think other colleagues are still even coming to my committee.
And you will still go back to them too.
And I will still go back. So it works hand in hand. And also all these projects, Mr. Speaker, you could recall that periodically we used to have community engagement. So all these projects captured there were as a result of my interface with my constituents. And those are the demands that they given to me, and I've been able to push that before the preparation of this budget. Also, I will not do without appreciating Mr. Governor in the area of youth development. I could see that in 2026 budget, there is going to be the construction of youth development center across the 3 senatorial districts in Ekiti State. This speaks to the value that Mr. Governor placed on youth development and job creation. That center will have a critical role play in the future of Ekiti State, not only now, but in the nearest future. When you look at the whole Nigeria now, the causes of insecurity is as a result of the youth, the non-usefulness of youth in Nigeria.
That the youth has to be engaged.
But youth, when you engage them meaningfully, they will be useful for economic growth and also for the benefit of their own family. Also, the renovation of NYC in Ekiti State. Last 2 weeks with my colleagues, we visited that NYC camp in Ekiti State, and we see that place needs critical rehabilitation. And in 2026 budget, I could see that Mr. Governor, through his magnanimous kind gesture, has captured the renovation of NYC camp in the Ekiti State. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to urge my colleagues for proper scrutiny and with global standards for quick execution of this project.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Honorable Idowu Odebumi. Babatunde Oke, Honorable, representing Ikere 1, your turn to speak.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, dear colleagues. My name is Honorable Babatunde Oke, representing Ikere Constituency 1. Mr. Speaker, the 2026 Operation B is to consolidate the immense gains that we have achieved under the shared prosperity agenda of the state government in this current financial year. And Mr. Speaker, I have to say that this bill is transparent, because the process leading to the preparation of this budget, people were carried along, town hall meetings were organized across the 3 senatorial districts, and communities were allowed to make presentations, to make their demands. And also, I can say that this bill is responsible and the allocation of funds. And I can say that the state governments have not derailed from its part of growing our economy in the state. I look at the economic sector and the fund allocated to the economic sector. I can proudly say that this bill is strategically put in place to ensure economic development and economic growth of Ekiti State. Priorities were given to infrastructural development. Because if you look at the funds allocated to expansion of roads, I want to appreciate the state governments for this. In my constituency, a lot of roads were commissioned in this current financial year, and I can see that some of these roads are also being given attention for the 2026 budget in order to dot the I's and cross the T's on these particular roads. And also, there's a particular road that is very dear to us in Ikere, and that's Buesti Internal Road. I can see that this has been captured in the 2026 appropriation bill. And in the area, if you are talking about economic sector, a very critical component of that sector is agriculture. And I can see that the budget given due attention to agribusiness. The program, the policy of the state government to ensure that agriculture is attractive to youth. This has also been captured in this 2026 appropriation bill, because I can see that in my community, for example, irrigation system, another initiative at Youth Farm in Ikere has been captured. Also, we have purchase of customized agricultural tools for our youth in order to make agriculture attractive to them. Also, there is a construction of cribs and other grain storage at Ikere, rehabilitation of Ikere farm facility. There is construction of fish village. And also, there is also a plan to construct demonstration plots in all agri enterprises in selected secondary schools. All this are to make agriculture attractive to people and to also grow our agri-business in Ekiti State. And also, I've looked at the social sector, and in that area, a critical component of that sector is health. And I can say that the state government have not derailed from its part to also equip our health facilities across the state. And in my constituency, the state specialist hospital there's provision to acquire some like washing machine, Natos dental chair, and some other health equipment to also upgrade the facility. That has been captured in the appropriation bill that we are discussing. And also in the area of education, which is also a critical component of the social sector. There is rehabilitation and repairs of public school, which has also been captured for the people of Ikere to consolidate the gains that we are currently enjoying in this current financial year. Mr. Speaker, I can say that this bill is highly desirable, but there's a particular area that we also lobby, which is about the township road that Honorable Tudo Odowa has mentioned the other time. Township roads in Ikere are very, very important to us, and we also do the needful to ensure that they are well captured in the budget before passage. Mr. Speaker, I can say that this bill is highly desirable, and I will urge my colleagues to give it a due legislative attention. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you for that beautiful submission. A very good one from you. And I say, I'm going straight to Honorable Babatunde Emmanuel Omotayo. Emmanuel, it's your turn.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Distinguished colleagues, my name is Honorable Babatunde Omotayo. I represent the good people of Iseorun constituency. Mr. Speaker, this afternoon I want to join my voice on the 2026 budget titled Powerful Governance. And this budget laid before this House by our amiable Governor Abiodun Yebanji. And this budget covering all areas of governance and also building on last year's sustainable impact budget. Mr. Speaker, this year's budget reflects our governor's commitment to excellence. And I will sincerely commend the governor and all his team for dexterity in service delivery. Mr. Speaker, evident in our state's growth, GDP grew from the 2.4 trillion in 2019 to 4.6 trillion in 2023. Mr. Speaker, a remarkable 90% increase. This is a great one for our state. And also, I believe this 2026 budget promises more progress in our dear state. Mr. Speaker, let me just mention a few out of what this 2026 budget has captured in my constituency, Iseorun. of 12 kilometer Ikere Olomiloa Farm Settlement Road is well captured, and also Ijon Road linked to Iseorun is also well captured. Mr. Speaker, the most important thing also is the Iseorun Township Road, which also captured very well. And I believe, I just want to appeal to the Ministry of Works as well, that this Iseorun Township Road should be the priority in Ise, because that is a major problem that we are facing in Iseorun. And especially the major road that link to our general hospital in Iseorun. That is it. We seek the urgency on that road, but we have tried our best to communicate with the right appropriate authorities, but the road belongs to Federal Road, and I believe there is a solution for it now, according to RAM. I contacted him a few weeks ago, and he told me that the road has been approved. So that is why I don't want to cry much on that particular road. Mr. Speaker, among of what captured in 2026 budget in my constituency is also the schools in Iseorun, drilling of boreholes and renovation of schools. You know, it's a good one, and I believe after our work as a legislative, this budget will be very meaningful and very good one for us, especially in my constituency. I will also urge all the members that we should support this bill after our work, that this bill should be passed, and also so that our governor can able to deliver the impactful governance in our state. With God guidance, Ekiti State will reach the new highest. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
And thank you, Honorable Emmanuel Omotayo, particularly discussing the fiscal policy and how this impact the people. And on that note, I call on Honorable Christiana Abimbola Sholanke.
Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I say good afternoon to us all. 2026 budgets of impactful governance, consolidating on the achievement of 2025 budget of sustainable impact. And the mantra of sustainable development goals, leave no one behind. And I'm happy to say this afternoon that my community has not been left behind, even though all our requests have not been met, but substantive part of the requests have been met by 2026 budget of impactful governance. So I say kudos. Apart from my community, my constituency, the health sector too have been well favored in 2026 budget. In my community, there are some things that are cogent to us, and that is improvement of, we can call it sustainable cities. And looking through the budget, I found out that building of what is it called now? You know, we went to commission some project last week. We went with Mr. Governor, the agric.
You mean the dormitory?
Hostel.
Dormitory.
Yes, the dormitory. Thank you, sir. And I'm happy to report to this house that 6 of those dormitories will be built across Momba. The land of Momba. Both constituency 1 and constituency 2 are going to be beneficiary of those, and that will actually improve the economic status of our land. So that is actually very, very good. And our general hospitals is one of those that will be renovated in 2026 budget. That's another thing again, because all the infrastructures that are supposed to be put in place that are not there now actually be put that will actually reduce the burden of our people from patronizing private hospitals. Yes, as much as I will not discourage people not to go to private hospitals, but we know that government-owned hospitals actually provide those specialties that private hospitals will not have. So I am actually very, very happy about that one. In nutshell, there are some things that we put in 2026 budget that is not actually here. I will take that further with Committee on Appropriation. We are going to lobby them to help us ensure that this can be captured one way or the other. Thank you.
I can see the chairman of Committee on Finance and Appropriation smiling. Yeah.
Thank you, Speaker, for this.
Thank you for that, your beautiful insight into the budget 2026. And that note, I will call on the last person, not the least, Honorable Barrister Princess Fakunle Iyabode Okeme.
Thank you. Thank you, the Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Honorable Barrister Iyabo Fakunle Okeme, and I represent the good people of Ilejemeje constituency. I rise this afternoon to lend my voice in support or in appraising the 2026 budget estimate. First of all, I would like to tow the path after my celestial brother by quoting the scriptures in Luke 14:28 that says that which of you, if you want to build a tower, will not first of all sit down and count the cost, to know how much effort will be put into the completion of that project. And I make bold to say that this 2026 budget estimate has a lot of planning and hard work has gone into it, because it is reflected in the, I would like to say, fair spread of the resources that are available to the state into education, health, and all other sectors. Everybody is having a fair share. The youth empowerment, sports, and everything. From my own point of view, the Right Honorable Speaker, sir, I want to first of all start from my own core area where I am Chairman, House Committee on Environment. I would first of all like to appreciate Mr. Governor for what he has done in Exwama, Ekiti State Waste Management Authority. He has given them a whopping 172 million naira, and that could be found in page 104 of 126. And that has been used judiciously to purchase 20 dino bins. I know that each and every of us that are here, we can testify that in the past months, we've had a cleaner metropolis, Ado metropolis. For this, we are grateful to Mr. Governor, and we are hoping that this good work will be sustained. Then, on the downside of it, I want to talk about the Forestry Commission. Though it has been taken away from environment, but at the same time, I used to superintend when I was Honorable Commissioner. And I could see that from January to August, they have not been able to appropriate any kobo. And but at the same time, I want to bring to the notice of the Right Honorable Speaker, sir, and to the notice of this whole House. And at this junction, I would like to use a Yoruba parlance. Up till from January to August, the revenue of Forestry Commission has hit They gave them 110 million naira for the whole year, and they have been able to bring in 96 million naira to the state coffers. They are doing well, but unfortunately, they are not getting enough. And I will try as much as possible to speak up for them in that regard. Another one is State Environmental Protection Agency, and Mr. Governor has done well. This year they are giving them, and we have seen, the effect of climate change, erosion, and everything or whatnot. We have seen how the erosion control that Mr. Governor released funds for has helped us in mitigating against flooding, especially in Ado Metropolis. Then in RAM, I will now go to my constituency, the matter that concerns my constituency. This project has been recurring from year to year. But I want to specially, and on behalf of all the good people of Ilejemeje constituency, appreciate Mr. Governor for the Ipere, Ido, and Iludun road. It has started. The work is going on. The rehabilitation and repair of 15.10 kilometer Ido, Ipere, Iludun is ongoing. And this year, next year, 2026, it has been appropriated that another 1 billion and 70 million has been appropriated to be spent for the completion of that road. For this, we are eternally grateful. It shows that our governor is a listening governor, a governor that listens to the yearnings and the aspiration of his people. We are very, and that road will surely, when that road is completed, it will generate a lot of revenue to the Ekiti State coffers, because lots of economic and agricultural work will be carried out on that road, and Ekiti State will be better for it. Then I want to also thank Mr. Governor again for another road that might not be so popular to everyone, but it's very, very important to us in Ilejemeje, and it's Iye Ishapa Olopemeji Ikun Road, which is a 5.10 kilometer road, which has commenced in earnest. The work is really, really going on there, and in the new year, another 1.4 billion has been appropriated to that road.
Yes.
Having said that, sir, on the health sector, the people of Ilejemeje want to really, really appreciate Mr. Governor for the upgrading of Iye General Hospital from a local hospital to a world-class health facility.
That can compare with what is obtainable in UK.
In UK, yes, sir.
Yes, world class.
Yes, it's a world class. No, truly, Princess, if you go there, you'll see that that's just the fact. But like somebody said, Oliver Twist, we are asking for more. And I know that people that were at the senatorial.
What else are you asking for when it is world class?
Heavenly
class you are looking for?
Yeah, heavenly class, sir. Yeah, in the spirit. We want a mortuary in that hospital. Yes. That was exactly what my KBSC asked for, other than the whole hall nearly scattered. But we know the reason. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but no one wants to die.
Well, there is nothing bad in building a mortuary. At least we can look for a public cemetery to accompany, to complement it.
Yes, thank you, sir. So
yes.
we are. That is not captured, though it was what the KBSC of my town actually asked for that day. But it is not in the budget. But we will work towards that, sir. Then, lastly, sir, I would like to delve into the educational sector. I could say that in page 96 of 126, the technical schools.
Just 1 minute now.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
The technical schools, out of 161 that was appropriated to them, they were only able to get 34 million, to make use of 34 million naira. And we will all be deceiving ourselves if we are pretending that we don't know the upsurge of youths looking for jobs in Nigeria today. I think I heard over the news that even Mr. President has made education in technical schools free for everyone that will plan to
even with payment of stipend.
Stipend, thank you, sir.
Yes.
So I would like to urge Mr. Speaker, sir, and all members to really look in this direction. Mr. Chairman, as Committee on Education, please, sir, let's focus more on this area so that our youths can be gainfully employed and we can have a better and saner society. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity.
Well, thank you very much.
Very grateful,
thank you for your contribution and submission. Meanwhile, before we continue on this, may I just put the question that those in favor that we should continue with this plenary to cater for the rest say aye, and those against say nay, the ayes have it. The ayes have it. Yeah. Well, Tokwenuge, I have told you, the Gave reside here with me and not with you over there. So the ayes have it. So not your... Now, thank you very much. So the plenary continue to also focus on the other items on our other paper. Now, let me commend all of us for doing a great justice to the debate. And before the second reading is done, because it's going to be committed, and this bill will be committed to at the end of the day, every committee will be part of a subcommittee. But let me say this, because it's important to state, particularly Committee on Finance and Appropriation and other committees, one of the things that we should look out for is for us to confirm the proposed total in this 2026 appropriation. Compare it with the revised actual of the 2025 budget is important. Why? You should be able to ask this question. Is the total within the constitutional administrative ceiling? Are there contingency or stabilizing funds that has been accounted for? These are the areas that we should also look into. Then another thing is we should look at the revenue assumptions. It is very, very important. All the committees, for each of the ministries under your oversight, your committee, look at have a revenue assumption. And what are the questions? Why appropriation committee? We look at the overall. One of the questions you should assess projected, what I call own source revenue, OSS, and the expected federal grants. Let us also look at it. And the question you will be asking is, when you are looking at this, is what is the basis for revenue forecast? What is the basis? If we say, for example now, for the budget is 415 billion, 572 million and 70 naira, 1,039 naira, 44 kobo. So what are the projected revenue sources? So how realistic? So if they are not realistic, then we should be able to also say no. And say no, for example, based on what we are having in the State for now, in the area of IGR, which is our own source revenue sources, what we are projecting, would that be a reality? Then we should also look at it, would that not, because if the internal EKRS, because they want to meet target, would that not amount to putting more burden on our people? We have to look at it. Then, when we look at that, we should also ask this question. Like I said, what is the basis for revenue forecast? What edges exist against shortfall? If there will be shortfall, so what edges? And that will take us to deficit and financing. Because it is important that we look into it. We can't just begin to look at this budget and say, hey, it is good, it is this. So if I know somebody mentioned that expectation of 10 billion financing, we should also look at it and say, if this bill contemplates a deficit, then what is the deficit level? And we should look at it based on MDAs also. Why Appropriation, Finance and Appropriation Committee will look at it at the overall. So what are how do they want to finance the deficit? If our projection in revenue cannot meet up with the actual expenditure, how do they want to finance it? And that will be on the deficit. So how do we do that? We should look at it, the finance plan. What is the domestic borrowing? What are the arrears, clearance, and bonds? These are the areas we should. So I will now ask this question. Are borrowing compliant with state debt management policy? If there will be any borrowing, are they in compliance? Because, and what are debt service costs as a share of expenditure? Then we should look at compliance and fiscal responsibility law. It's also important. Then let us have whether there is an alignment with fiscal rules. These are the areas that I want us, please, as the honorable members of this house, these are the areas I want us to look into in considering this budget, because it will come to us at the committee level. Then I think we should also question, is there any exception or deviation, rationale provided, if there is any at all. Then let us also look at the expenditure itself now. What are the priorities and allocations? It's important. There should be prioritization. What is our government in this bill? Which area are they giving that priority? And what is the rationale for this priority? Is priority given to education over and above agriculture? Is it given to health over and above security? So we should be able, as honorable members, we should be able to also look at the rationale behind this. And that is why let us at least take in the ministry or overall, let us take 3 to 5 priorities. What is government taking priority? What is this expenditure, proposed expenditure, on what exactly? And let us ask this question. These are the questions that we should be asking. And from the MDAs, some MDAs, let me tell you, they will come. You will just see that their overhead, everything is on overhead, nothing on capital. We should ask them. You cannot just approve budget for approving sake. All these questions are very, very important and critical for us to look into. I just want us to, I'm saying this because it's coming to you now for them to come and defend and ask them questions. Do you know that some of this ministry for the past 5 is cut and paste? Is cut and paste. And they cannot even explain, defend. And I think you should now begin to interrogate. It's time for us to begin to interrogate and let them defend what they are bringing before us. I put it here, I say, what are the top 3 to 5 policy priorities driving this 2026 appropriation in the area of health, in the area of education, security, infrastructure, and even our social protection? Do allocation reflect needs assessment? Before budgeting, I believe there should be needs assessment, which Mr. Governor has done. But the ministry, are they also following the needs assessment? The needs assessment is where Mr. Governor has moved to all the senatorial districts to get the needs assessment. But at the end of the day, what are the ministry doing? Don't let us forget that. Does this budget 2026 actually meet the needs assessment? What are the needs assessment? Ask them. When they come to you, what they are bringing in their capital, where is your needs assessment? What have they done before you even come up with this? And does this even align with the key priority of Mr. Governor's policy? You know, Mr. Governor might not be able to look into the document in its entirety. And that is why we are here, to now begin to look at this document in its entirety. And fortunately enough, it is now subcommittees of the House. So you now have the opportunity to look into it. What is the needs assessment? Because it's important. We can't just, some of them don't know. And because they don't know, and if we too don't educate them, they will think we too, we don't know. You must also show it that we know as members of this house who have the power to oversight, who has the power to appropriate. And we cannot just begin to appropriate without questioning, without knowing the rationale behind everything that is figures. Nobody can just begin to put figures before us and we ask them questions. And I said, do allocation reflect needs assessment, poverty indices, and performance data? Another thing is, let us even, I look at the overall budget, which is a fair one, where you compare the capital as against the recurrent expenditure. It's a fair one. But in some, the MDAs is also part of what we should look at. That we should look at their capital versus recurrent balances and expenditures. Let us look at it. At the proportion of capital expenditure and expected project delivery timelines is important. One of the ones that I even wanted to mention that is very, very important, there are ongoing projects. Ongoing projects. Are there appropriation that will meet the completion of those projects? Please, let us look at it. One of the ways we've been having abandoned projects in the state before now is because after the succeeding, budget, we want to have another one. The existing one, no appropriation. So we must look that there are enough appropriation, for the ongoing project. Let us look at it. Let them bring it. Project. Look at the ongoing project in those ministries that you are oversighting and ask them what is appropriated. And what is appropriated will that bring to the completion of this one. So why are you embarking on a new project? Why the one you are undergoing already is already going into abandonment? I think we should, these are the areas I will plead with us to begin to consider in the budget defense when they come to us. Are ongoing projects adequately funded to avoid cost overruns or stoppages? In education, I have so many things I have put down here that I will share with us at our level so that it will guide our deliberations, particularly when they come for budget defense. And I want to plead with us, let us handle this defense, budget defense, very well. Cherry, sorry. Well, it's allowed. Yeah, it's allowed. Why people don't take you and respect is because what you have, if you don't know that you have it, then people take advantage of you. It starts even with budgets. When they know that you know what you are doing, by the time you are calling for oversight, some of them will say, hey, Mr. No, we cannot begin to sit here that you want to oversight. Some of them will even ask you, you have to take permission from the governor. Nonsense. I'm sorry to use that word on this seat. No. And it starts with this budget defense. Once they know that you are the one appropriating, you are the one that will allow that appropriation. Tell them, if they cannot defend their budget, then it cannot go in. And I have also mentioned, there is nothing says that what has come from the executive, that it is the same way you should go back. No. We have to do our job diligently. Diligently. That is the whole essence. If that is it, then what is the essence of bringing the budget before the House? What is the essence? Then the governor will prepare and approve and begin to execute. But for prudency, frugal prudency in the management of fund of the state, that is why executive will prepare their budget and present before the House for further scrutiny and approval. All the MDAs must also know and understand this. Don't let us make it a yearly ritual. They will come and go and will laugh. No, let them come and defend. And that is the essence of the 8-week window that we are having. It's the whole essence of the 8 weeks window that we are having. For them to come. See, there is nothing says that when they appear before you today, they cannot come back tomorrow. If you are not satisfied, ask them to come back. Not that we just say we do our timeline and they come and they go. No. Then sometimes I see some of us, even we are the one defending the budget for them. It is not your duty to defend their own budget. Let them come and defend their budget before you. I am saying this on camera. I am saying this for them to see. If I'm sorry, I don't even have any timid honorable members here. Go back to them. That is why you are elected. Your people elected us. And all these MDAs, some of them will hide under I know the blackmail that will come. The honorable member of they are trying to sabotage Mr. Governor. Thank God Mr. Governor is now a consensus candidate and by the grace of God, he's winning this election. So, issue of you sabotaging, you are not sabotaging anything. You are only asking for what will bring value. What will bring value to his government. What will add more value to our government. And what will allow prudent management of that same fund. And what will also make people to have value for money. And that's exactly what we are doing. Let them know. As come. Education. Call your people. Sit with them. And let them defend. Not just each department in Ministry of Education must come to defend their budget line. Not that, and please make sure that MDAs under you appear. If any of them is sending anybody, ask them to go back. Ask them to go back. And anyone that refuses to appear before your committee, meaning that their budget will not be approved. They must come. Where you have commissioner must be the one that will lead the delegation to defend that budget before you. Where you have maybe must come before you to defend it. All the political heads must come around to defend their budget. I believe we are on same page on this. Thank you. So, well, like I said, I will leave the rest now, and since the rest, we'll discuss better. But I know that year 2026 budget is going to be, because it's consolidating on what? On a pathful governance. How do you consolidate on a pathful governance when we don't do our job? Mr. Governor, I can tell you, Mr. Governor is expecting that from us. He's expecting that from us. And let nobody sit anywhere and say, oh, no. Please. No political head or administrative head, whoever is the head of whichever MDS you are leading, must appear before you. Let them know the appropriation, approval of appropriation lies with you. And it doesn't end that way. It also goes to oversight them. When you are telling them that we are approving, let them also know you are coming back to also oversight. And the time for you to even know all the project is now. You tell them, we are approving this fund to carry out so project. Note that from the beginning of the execution of this project we are approving fund for, we will also come to monitor the progress and to ensure that the progress meets the purpose and timeliness of the project and value of the project for the people. I believe this will also help the image of this house. Thank you, and God bless. It's on that note I call on the clerk to take the second reading of this appropriation bill 2026. And this will be the first official assignment of Mr. Clark.
Right Honorable Speaker, sir. Distinguished honorable members, I appreciate you today, sir. 2026 Appropriation Bill, second reading. Thank you.
Well, the bill has gone through the second reading, and on that note, the bill is hereby committed to the Committee on Finance and Appropriation, while all the committees of the House will be a subcommittee to the Committee on Appropriation. Please ensure you carry out your due diligence scrutiny of this bill, and all subcommittees must write a report to be submitted to the Chairman House Committee on Appropriation, who in turn will write a report that will be presented to the House, to the whole House, at a date that will be communicated by the House Committee on Rules and Business, and that report of the House Committee on Finance will also be considered by the Committee of Supply at the appropriate time that the House Committee on Rules and Business shall schedule it for. Thank you. Thank you. Now, leader, take us through the next item.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My dear colleague, it's been a very fantastic session, and I want to acknowledge everyone's contribution. Thank you. Right Honorable Speaker, the next item
is item 3, and that's the report of the Committee on Finance and Operation on year 2025 supplementary budget. This is going to be taken by the chairman, that's Honorable Adeteju Okoyiga. You may direct her to do so.
Yes, the chairman of the Committee on Finance and Appropriation, you are hereby directed to read your report.
The Right Honorable Speaker, dear colleagues, good afternoon. My name is Adeteju Okuyiga. I represent Boyin Ayekire constituency. To read the report of Finance and Appropriation Committee on the year 2025 Supplementary Appropriation Bill. Preamble. The House at its sitting of Thursday, October 23rd, 2025, debated the year 2025 Supplementary Appropriation Bill transmitted to the House by the Governor of Ekiti State, His Excellency Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji, in accordance with Order 12, Rule 82 of the House of Assembly Rules and Standing Orders. Members that attended the sitting extensively debated the general merits and principles of the bill, and it was thereafter committed to the Committee of Finance and Appropriation for further legislative scrutiny. Methodology. The committee scrutinized the proposed supplementary budget of 398,325,383,905 naira 43 kobo only, and resolved to invite the key ministries and agencies that are beneficiaries of the additional budgetary allocations. The allocations were considered head by head on both recurrent and capital expenditures by the committee. Observation. There is an upward review of 22,535,360,287 naira 28 kobo only from the approved budget for the year 2025 of a sum of 375,799,77,618 naira 15 kobo only. Other observations are A, that this supplementary budget is approved if approved, we build on the initial 2025 budget approved by the House. B, the supplementary budget will help complete ongoing capital projects. C, it also accommodates new critical projects that were not captured in the principal budget. D, as usual, the bill contains 3 schedules: recurrent expenditure, capital expenditure, and revenue sources to finance both recurrent and capital expenditures. Recurrent expenditure. At the end of the exercise, a sum of 222,889,031,485 naira 74 kobo only is being proposed as recurrent expenditure under the following headings. 1. Personnel 34,672,836,921 naira 88 kobo only. Statutory transfer, that is personnel and legislature, 1,855,000,000 only. Overheads, 107,779,254,238 naira 34 kobo only. Statutory transfer, that is overheads and legislature, 4,312,716,270 naira 86 kobo only. Grant and subvention, 39 billion 823 million 95,974 naira 13 kobo only. Statutory transfer, that is grants to the judiciary, 5 billion 354 million 686,762 naira 93 kobo only. Debt service, 400 million naira only. Capital expenditure. The committee is proposing the sum of 175 billion 436 million 352,419 naira 69 kobo only as capital expenditure under the following headings. 1. Administrative sector, 19 billion 460 million 180,819 naira 74 kobo only. Economic sector, 132 billion 435 million 251,017 naira 80 kobo only. Law and justice sector, 406 million 60,861 naira 12 kobo only. Social sector, 23 billion 134 million 859,721 naira 3 kobo only. Recommendation, a total sum of 134 billion 733 million 403,166 naira 24 kobo only is being recommended as 2025 supplementary budget for the consideration and approval of Committee of Supply. Appreciation. I wish to express my sincere appreciation on behalf of the members of this committee to the Right Honorable Speaker and the entire honorable members for giving us the privilege to serve in this capacity. Thank you all. Committee members, Honorable Adeteju Okwega, Chairman, Honorable Idowu Sunday Odebumi, Vice Chairman, Honorable Barrister Fakunle Yabo Keme, Member, Honorable Femi Fatula, Member, Honorable Femi Olarewaju Akindele, Member, Honorable Ebenezer Oluwayomi Ayorinde, Member, Honorable Bosede Yinka Lowo Okere, Member, Adeni Ariola Fusho, Mrs. Committee Clerk. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you too. Ẹ fẹ́ gbé sọ́wọ́ ni. How many gigabytes? Terabytes. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's give them. Let's applaud them for a job well done. I call on the leader of the house to move the motion.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, my dear colleagues. Right Honorable Speaker, the Chairman, Committee on Finance and Operation year 2025. Supplementary budget has presented their report, and want to move the motion that this House adopts this report as a working document. I so move.
Any seconder? Yes, Honorable Oladele O. Ogushaki.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I am Oladele Ogushaki. I rise to second the motion moved by the leader of the House that this document, Ekiti State House of Assembly, 7th Assembly Report on Finance and Appropriation Committee on the year 2025 Supplementary Appropriation Bill be allowed to serve as a working document of this document. I so second.
And those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Leader of the House.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My dear colleagues, once again.
Sorry, please, the report is hereby committed to the Committee of Supply. Thank you.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. The next item is item 4, and that's the report of the Committee on Public Petition on the request for the payment of retention fee for solar power street lights awarded to Ayo Gapson. And also, item 5 is also the report of this same committee. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the report from the Committee on Public Petition is items 4 and 5, and these two items are also to be taken by Honorable Adewite. I want to propose that you call on him to present the two budgets, the two reports.
Take it one after the other.
Okay.
Well, Honorable Adewite, you are hereby called upon to present your report on the petition on the request for the payment of retention fee for solar power street light awarded to Ayo Gapson International Limited. Then after which, with the leave of this House, take the second report so that you can lay the two together at the same time. So you take the report one after the other. The second one is your Committee on Public Petitions on the request of some communities for intervention in the provision of transformers, construction of roads, and water drains. So take them one after the other, then you present the two reports at the same time.
Gratitude, Right Honorable Speaker, my distinguished colleagues. This is a report. My name is Ayodeji Adegbite, representing Ado Constituency 1. This is a report of the Committee on Public Petitions on the request for the retention fee, 3,420,285 naira of solar-powered street light project awarded to Ayo Gapson International Limited on 24th September 2008 and fully executed on the 24th January 2009. Preamble.
You can leave the preamble and methodology, go to your findings and your recommendations.
Okay, sir. So the findings, the contract valued at 68,402,700 naira was duly executed and certified by the Ministry of Works and Infrastructure. All the materials used were inspected and approved before installation. The project had no variation despite exchange rate changes from 112 to 150 per dollar. The projects were financed through Sunbeam Microfinance Bank, FLI. No report of malfunction was received during the retention period ending 23rd September 2010. The company earned its right to the 5% retention fee, which is 3,420,285 kobo, as reflected in the final certificate of completion. The committee recommends that the Honorable Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure approve the payment of the 3,420,285 naira to Ayo Gapson International Limited, and the House should place to His Excellency Mr. Governor to consider compensating the contractor with another project in recognition of his satisfactory performance. Appreciation. The committee appreciates the leadership of the members of the House for the confidence reposed in them. The committee members, Ayodeji Adegbite, Chairman, Alaja Miriam Ogunlade, Vice Chairman, Honorable Adeyemi Awoniyi, Member, Honorable Babatunde Oke, Member, Honorable Barrister Fakunle Yabo Okeme, member, and Mr. Olugbemiro Samuel, committee clerk. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Take the second report.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. The second report is the report of the Committee of Public Petitions on the request of some communities for intervention in the provision of transformers, construction of roads and water drains.
Then go to your recommendations.
Thank you, sir.
Because this one does not require serious findings.
Well,
or do you have any findings? You can take the findings, then recommendation.
Yes, sir. So the findings, Mr. Speaker, following the intervention of the House and the committee's follow-up actions, the following outcomes were recorded. Iwaro community, the community was provided with a transformer, and they are written to this Honorable House to express their profound gratitude. The Falana community, the committee contacted the technical advisor on green economy and ecological matters, who facilitated the dredging of the Falana area channel to mitigate the risk of flooding in the community. On the Oluwole Onrungbe community, the State Environmental Protection Agency visited the community, and the proposed intervention project has been included in the 2006 fiscal year budget. The Omiolori community, the provision of a transformer for the community has been incorporated into Mr. Governor's Rural Electrification Project, which is an intervention. The committee wishes to note that these are just a few among many communities that have benefited from its interventions through appropriate channels. Several other petitions are currently being processed, and more favorable reports are expected in due course. As relevant, continue to respond positively to the committee's engagement. Conclusion. The committee appreciates the cooperation of the relevant government agencies in addressing the concerns of the affected communities. It further recommends that continuous monitoring and follow-up be sustained to ensure the full implementation and completion of all identified projects. Appreciation. The committee appreciates the leadership and members of the House for the confidence reposed in us. Same committee members. Ayodeji Adebuche, chairman.
What is the meaning of same committee members?
The committee members remain the same. Ayodeji Adebuche, chairman. Honorable Alaja Miriam Ogunlade, vice chairman. Honorable Adeyemi Awoyomi Awoniyi, member. Honorable Babatunde Oke, member. Honorable Barrister Fakunle Yabo Okeme, member. Mr. Olugbemiro Samuel, committee clerk. Gratitude, Right Honorable Speaker.
Now you can step forward to lay the reports of these your findings. And it seems somebody is also seeking for the extension of this plenary to accommodate other matters that are not on the order of the day. Well, let's commend the Committee on Public Petition for a job well done, doing a great job. Well done. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Leader of the House, move your motion for the adoption of these reports as a working document of this House. Your motion, your motion, your motion, your motion.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My dear colleagues. Mr. Speaker, we have before us the report of the two reports of the Committee on Public Petition. I want to move the motion that this House adopts these two committees as a working document. And so move.
Any seconder? Yes. Honorable Femi. Honorable Femi Akindele.
Thank you. Right Honorable Speaker, I rise this afternoon. My name is Honorable Femi Olanrewaju Akindele. I represent the entire celestial and terrestrial bodies of Report Development Constituency 1. I rise this afternoon to second the motion that the documents as presented by the chairman of House Petition Committee be adopted as working document of this House. Thank you.
And those in favor say aye. And those against say nay. The ayes have it. Now, before the two reports are committed to the committee of the whole House. Thank you. Now, before the adjournment, this is deliberately reserved to the end of this sitting. Having confirmed the appointment of the clerk of the House, who has been seated and observing the plenary, it is time for him to take the oath of office. I deliberately put this to the end. Now, the clerk, confirmed clerk, stand up and take the oath of office. Dear colleagues, we stand down and we are not leaving the chamber for 1 minute in preparation for the oath taking. No. Where is the Bible? Please, can we sit down and maintain the House is back? Honorable Femi, please go back. Please, everybody moving around, please leave that place. You first of all take oath of allegiance. I,
Opeyemi Ajibola,
do solemnly swear
that
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Ekiti State, and that I will preserve, protect, defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. So again, you now take your oath of office.
Hi, Opeyemi Ajibola,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance to the Ekiti State House of Assembly and Nigeria as the clerk of the house of the Ekiti State House of Assembly. I will discharge my duties and perform my functions honestly to the best of my ability and faithfully in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law that I will abide by the code of conduct of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions. And that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. You may wish to kiss the congratulations. All righteousness fulfilled. Thank you very much. Don't worry. Leader of the house, can you move your motion before other?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. For clarity,
you cannot take anything that is not in the other paper.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. For clarity's sake, on the other paper for Tuesday, November 4, 2025. There are 6 items. And the 6th item, which is the last item, is adjournment. Right, Honorable Speaker. In view of
quickly move your motion.
I would like to move a motion that this House adjourns synodal, having exhausted all the items of this other paper.
Another note, I call on the volcanic, Honorable Tunde Idowu to second the motion.
Right Honorable Speaker, sir, distinguished member of Ekiti State House of Assembly, I am Honorable Tunde Idowu. Rise to second, moved by the leader of the House, that the House do adjourn sitting, synodal. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. On that motion for adjournment, may I inform us that comes Saturday, the 8th day of November 2026, we have been invited to Ikogosi Day. And there are other invitations, and some of our members are equally inviting us to their grandmother. I don't know the two of them. Same day, grandmother's burial. Honorable, the leader of the house, Tolulope Ige, is inviting us to the grand finale, the final funeral service of his grandmother. Am I correct? Grandmother. Also, Honorable Emmanuel Omotayo is equally inviting us to the final burial of his grandmother on same day, 21st day of November 2025. Yes, Honorable Awoniyi. Thank you very much. Yes, so the two of them, where arrangement will be made how to handle the day, and we receive several other messages, requests. One is from the Kabiyesi, a way of Ado Ekiti, inviting members of the house to his 35th anniversary of his coronation and 80th birthday and book launch. And that will commence from 21st of November through 24th. Then also the Chancellor of Ekiti State University, Dr. Tunji Olowolafe, is also inviting members of this house to the wedding ceremony of his dear son. The traditional wedding of his dear son on 29th day of November 2025. I also received further invitation, inviting members of this house to come and eat at the house of Honorable Teju Okuyiga at a date that will be announced to you. On that note, I put the question, if you are in support that this house adjourn synodai, say aye. And I have also been reminded, before I take the second question, that the former governor of this state, Eboratunje Jollof Rice Oshoko, is also, Ayo Fayose, is inviting members of this house to his 65th birthday that will take place on the 15th day of November 2025 in Lagos. So don't forget, take note and be guided by all these information and requests. On that note, I put the question again. Those in favor that this house adjourn synod, say aye. Aye. And those against say nay. The ayes have it. Meanwhile, there is opportunity for members to take picture before we leave the chamber with the clerk of the house, while the wife can come forward. And we have, please be careful there. Yes, let's have a picture. Principal officer, join me.